Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening. Tottenham can secure Champions League qualification. Yes, they can. I'll tell you what, let's get David Ginola back there, shall we? Should we get David back there? Let's get David back there. I don't know why he's not there. Should we get a bit of Lionel? We'll get a little bit of Lionel Messi there. No, we won't. Oh, no, we won't. Big up to each and every one of you. Tottenham Hotspur can secure Champions League qualification tonight, and the team is out. Pretty much what we expected, other than Solanke not starting. So the team, as I see it, is such. It is Vicario in goal. A back four of Jed Spence, Danso, Romero, and Dogi. It looks like a midfield three of Sarr, Paulinho, and Gray, with Xavi Simons, Odegaard, and Moani. Now, other than Solanke on the bench, it is full of children. It is very, very young. The bench is Kinski, Austin, Scarlett, Ulasesi, Kiermerton, Hardy, Byfield, Rousewell, and Ty Hall. So other than Dominic Solanke, it is a bench full of 12-year-olds. This is going to be an interesting night, isn't it? This is going to be an interesting night. Now, the positives are that Frankfurt have got nothing to play for. But it can be dangerous, right? That can be dangerous because they don't have anything to play for. There is no pressure on them. The pressure is all on Tottenham Hotspur. I'll give you the hang on 1 second. People make me laugh, honestly. So I'll give you the team. Let me see if they put the team out. 1 second. Let me see if they put the team out. The Spurs team is out. No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't know yet. I don't have the team as of yet. If anyone gets it first, let me know. Look, we know that there's not a lot else we can do, right? There's not a lot else we can do. But we know that Frankfurt and Spurs, both teams, are in a mess. Frankfurt have won 1 game in 11. 1 game in 11 Frankfurt have won. So God knows what's going to happen tonight. They've got nothing to play for. We've got everything to play for. And the way the table looks at the moment, as it stands, Tottenham Hotspur are automatically qualified. However, there are a number of teams that could leapfrog us should we lose or draw today. There are teams all the way down to 17th place. It would be a miracle for them to do it. But all the way down the table below us, we've got PSG, Newcastle, Chelsea, Barcelona, Sporting, Man City, Atletico, Atalanta, Inter Milan, Juve, and Borussia Dortmund. All of those clubs can leapfrog Tottenham tonight if we win or draw. If we lose or draw the game. So, listen, I don't know. This is tough, isn't it? This is tough. We go into this game in no form. Ridiculous injuries, ridiculous suspensions, or whatever you want to call it, cup tied, or what. I don't even know the terminology anymore. But we've got to hope. We've got to hope that we've got enough to go to Frankfurt and win. Now, I'm not expecting loads of goals. I don't see loads of goals in that team. Xavi, Moani, and Odegaard. I mean, Moani has scored in 1 game in 23 in a Spurs shirt or something like that. We will see, won't we? We will see. But, the game is on TNT 5, which is also Discovery. I don't know when this all got so complicated, by the way, because TNT5 isn't on terrestrial TV, unless anyone can tell me. It's not on Sky. I don't know if anyone can tell me. I've got all the sports channels, but it goes up to TNT Sports 4. There is no TNT5. So I've gone on to the Discovery app, and the game is live on there. Unless anyone can tell me I'm being stupid about this. I really don't know. I really, really don't know. The team for Frankfurt is Santos, Tiate, Koch, Amenda, Hoyland, Knauf, Schiri, Larson, Brown, Buta, and Goetze. Don't ask me to tell you who plays where. I know a few of them, but not enough to tell you who plays where. I'll get that to you as soon as I can. Look, someone said it's on Sky. You have to press the red button. Let's have a look, shall we? Which channel am I pressing the red button on? Do you know what? It used to be so easy, didn't it? Right. It's on Sky. It's on the red button. Where? On what channel? I don't know. Guys, you know when hang on. Is it maybe on there? Maybe on there. More on Discovery Plus. Hit the red button. Hang on. We're just figuring this all out. Yeah, I've got the Discovery app on my TV, so that's where I had it. I've got a feeling it's that, but I'm just having a look to see. I can't believe, obviously, the Spurs game is the one that isn't on one of the four. Yeah, that's where I was. Yeah, it's on the red button. I was there already. This is Perchy telling me this. I was there already. Perchy. I was there already. It's on the multi-screen option. Oh, God. Why can't we be one of the ones on 1 to 4? One of the other Champions League, Premier League clubs on one of the rest. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is exactly where. Oh, so it takes me to the same place as the Discovery app. Okay, cool. We've got it. Anyway, 1 hour till kickoff. 1 hour until kickoff, and it will be live on the TV, on the telly box from 7:30 p.m. Big game for Spurs tonight. Big game. What do we know today? Today, we've seen it tonight. Is it Matteo Moretto, whatever his name is? Here you go. What's his name? Let me have an actual look at what his name was. Matteo Moretto, that was close enough, has said that Spurs are interested in Leon Goretzka of Bayern Munich. Now, we also understand that Atletico Madrid are also interested in Goretzka. I've got a feeling that if we're going for another centre mid, then it's going to be maybe Basuma heading out. Someone like that's assuming that Goretzka would sign for Spurs. I mean, if you were him, would you rather go to Spurs or would you rather go to Atletico Madrid? I'm pretty sure you'd rather go to Atletico Madrid. But we have heard that today. We've heard today loosely that we might try and hijack the Mateta bid. I don't know. I mean, if Spurs have a three forwards that are Mateta, Richarlison, and Solanke, is that good? I don't know. Is Mateta the guy? I'm not sure. So it looks like, by the way, that Frankfurt looks like a back five of Buta, Amenda, Koch, Tiate, and Brown, with Hoyland, Schiri, and Larson, and then Goetze and Knauf. Now, they've made a lot of changes. They've got a lot of changes. They are in trouble, Frankfurt. They are, to be honest, they're like a German Spurs right now. They are in all sorts of trouble. They've sacked their manager. They're in the process, I believe, of appointing a new manager. They've won 1 in 11. In their last 5 games, they've conceded 3 goals in every single game. Who knows? But we are in no sorts of form, are we? We are in no sorts of form. I'm looking at Spurs going, well, we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot to change things tonight. So probably Papa Sarr pushing further forward than Paulinho and Gray, with what? Simmons slightly off the left, Odegaard off the right, Mawani up top, I would guess, would be what we're going to do today. I don't know, unless Sarr goes off one of the wings. I can't really see that. So this is going to be really interesting. What we do know is a win sends us into the Champions League next round. A win, and it doesn't matter what any of the other clubs below us do. But this is interesting, right? This is interesting because all of the clubs play tonight. All 36 Champions League teams play at 8 p.m. UK time tonight, right? So we know, right? We know that there are 18 games tonight. And that league table is going to fluctuate up and down all day long. Now, what we do know is we are guaranteed a playoff spot. So should Spurs lose, it's not the end of the world, right? Not the end of the world. We still go into the playoffs, but then it's all about how quickly, how high Tottenham finish, depending on who we play low down. Now, this is what's going to make tonight interesting. Now, maybe Tottenham go to a nice 2-0 lead and we just cruise like we did against Dortmund. Or is this going to be a Dr. Tottenham? Are Frankfurt going to let the shackles off because they've got nothing to play for? But what we do know is this. If we are struggling, other than Dominic Solanke, there is nothing to come off that bench unless one of these kids is going to make themselves a hero. Byfield is a defender. Rousewell is a defender. Scarlett maybe. Ulasesi is a central midfielder. And then Harty and Kjumartin. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. We are where we are. Listen, we can complain about this all day long, but we're here. It's the final group game. Here we go. It's the final group game. Absolutely. We have made it to a position where we are in control of our destiny. Now, I've noticed no one is actually going, look at that team, because I think we all know, right, that we've got no other options. So I don't really think this is one of those occasions where anyone can really say, oh my God, what's happening with the team? We haven't got anybody else to pick from. This is a really, really run-down Spurs squad. And if only, ladies and gentlemen, if only in football they had, somebody had implemented a period of time when clubs are allowed to make transfers during the season. Maybe call it a transfer. What could we call it? A transfer door, a transfer gate. That's right, a transfer window. If only there was such a thing as a transfer window that we could be buying and upskilling our squad. Nope, we have bypassed that completely. So Spurs, what can you do, right? What can you do? There's not really a lot you can do with it. But hey, maybe, just maybe, Spurs turn it on tonight. This is, it's not an easy game. Away from home in Europe is never going to be an easy game. But with how Frankfurt have been playing and the situation they're in, it could have been a lot more difficult. So we've got to say we're in a good position here with the destiny in our own hands, right? The destiny for Spurs in the Champions League is in our own hands. And it also means that we can bypass 2 extra games that this whittled down squad really does not need, does it? This whittled down squad really, really, really does not need extra games. So let me know, guys and girls. Let's have some first thoughts. Give me a score prediction for tonight. You've seen the two teams. For anyone that's not seen Spurs, it is Vicario in goal. Spence, Danso, Romero, and Udogie. Looks like a midfield two of Gray and Paulinho, with the three behind the striker looking like Odegaard right, Sarr centrally, Simmons left, and Kolo Muani up top. Kolo Muani, who to date has done nothing other than score in one game. That game was the Champions League against PSG. So if ever there was going to be a game where it happens, surely it's going to be today. Surely it's going to be today. Isn't it? Isn't it? You guys and girls tell me. Listen, we need Muani. We need Simmons. Forget what you think of any of these players. We need these players to turn up tonight. Yeah, lots of people talking. By the way, look at the size of that ice cube. Look at that bad boy. Yeah, love a big ice cube. And yes, absolutely amazing adventure. Saying, yeah, Kolo Muani against his old club. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? He's played like 23, 24 games. And if he only scores against his old clubs, then we'll see. Yes, this shirt is from OK Jersey. Yes, get to OK Jersey. Type in Sava and you will get 8%. I believe at the moment it's 16% off. I believe at the moment it is. I'm just checking to see. Percy sent his prediction. Here we go. Let's have a look, shall we? Frankfurt 0, Tottenham 1. Wilson Odegaard on the 56th minute. I like that. That is very specific, isn't it? Wilson Odegaard on the 56th minute. You lot in the chat, I'll tell you what, let's be nice tonight. Should we be nice? Should we be nice? We are what? How many minutes are we into this stream? I don't know. Where is it? At the top there. 17 minutes into the stream, and we have got 63 likes. There's 540 of you in here, and 63 of you have pressed the like button. Guys, surely we could do better than that. Surely to goodness, we should be on 200 by now. Let's have one of those nights where everyone's pulling in the same direction, shall we? So, smash that like button. Big up to you lot. Big up to my Jordan. This guy is so generous to me. Big up to you. He said our subs bench tonight must be the worst sub bench in Champions League history. We are out here being linked with backup goalkeepers. What an embarrassment we are. Look, I don't know how I can argue with that, Jordan. I don't know how I can argue with that. Yeah, look, again, it's not anyone on the subs bench fault. They're all children. They're all kids. But again, we don't buy properly, do we? We don't buy properly. Run players into the ground. It's a mess, isn't it? But let's try and stay positive tonight. Jordan, give me your score prediction, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Let's see, while we've been doing that, 130 likes. That's better. It's still not great, but it's better. So, what do we know tonight? So we know Jed Spence is going to get a game at right back, right? Jed Spence going in at right back. Okay. Let's see how good he is at right back, because lots of the time we see him, he's on the left wing, he's played left back. Now we're going to see him at right back. Destiny Udogie. Again, I think he was rested during the game against Burnley. He'd only just come back from injury. But again, Danso fills in. And for me, Danso always does a good job. I think he always does a good job for me. He's a solid 7 out of 10. You know what you're getting from Danso. Is he as good as the other two? No. But is he more consistent? I would argue yes. Now, Archie Gray going into midfield again. Archie Gray, everyone wanted him for a run of games. He's played a lot of football. I'm yet to be convinced. Let's see. Big game tonight alongside the experience of Paulinho. who's missed the last two or three with injury. Is it 2 or 3? I'm not sure how many. Missed the last 2 or 3 with injury. Also, Odegaard continues to get a run of games. Needs some goals from him. Needs some goals from that lad. And we need some goals from Xavi Simons, don't we? We need some goals from him. Then Papasar back. We haven't, Papasar is back from the AFCON. What can he do? What can he show? Another player that for me, he's okay. He's okay. Never really done anything for me in a Spurs shirt the last 4 years to make me go, yeah, this is a top player. But in games like tonight, we need his experience. He's played AFCON. He's played Champions League. He's played, he's won a Europa. We need to see some of that experience. And then we look to Randall Kolo Muani up top. Now, let me ask a question. Just a yes or no. Just a yes or no. Right now, if I said to you, Spurs are going to make Kolo Muani's move permanent, would you take it? Just a yes or no. I've got another question for you in a minute, but yes or no. Would you make it permanent or not? I've got a feeling I'm going to see a sea of no's. Maybe we get a few yeses. Okay. Or, okay. I'm seeing some hell no's. Yes. I'm just trying to see if anyone said yes. No. I mean, I feel, oh my God, I feel like are there any yeses? I'm just looking. Is there any yeses? One yes. Just looking, see, yeah, Trev, you wouldn't. Why would you make it? Just asking why. Each to their own, would you? I think the fact is, I'm just saying no. There's so many no's. Oh, you wouldn't. What? Phil Coys, no, you wouldn't. Why on earth would he scored in 1 in 23 games? He scored in 1 game. Do we really want that? Each to their own. I'm seeing a couple of yeses. I'm just not sure whether people are taking a piss. I'm not sure if people are taking the piss. But look, I think it's difficult, right? When you've seen someone have a loan like he's had, and then I ask the question, right, who would take him? It's just a sea of no's, isn't it? It's a sea of no's. And that tells you, doesn't it? That tells you how bad his loan spell has been. But games like tonight are where he can leave us with some memories, right? Games like tonight, I need to see something from him. I didn't think he was a bad player. I still don't think he's a bad player, but we've seen nothing of him in a Spurs shirt. We've seen nothing to suggest we should sign him. He doesn't want to be here, which I think is half the problem. It felt to me like it was a very, very sad, desperate last-ditch loan on the end of the summer transfer window. And Darren, that's what we need. We need him to find. I don't care who scores tonight. We need goals. We need some of these players to turn up. You look, no Solanke, no Kudus, no Madison, no Kulu. You know, we're missing a lot of goals. We're missing a lot of goals and assists. So somebody is going to have to step up to the plate, right? Somebody. I don't care about point scoring. Odegaard needs to step up. Simmons needs to step up. Muani, somebody's going to have to step up to the plate tonight with some goals, because we can't keep relying on Van der Ven and Romero. Oh, look, confidence is massive. Injuries at the wrong time. Muani being permanent, maybe he'll get his head down. For me, though, you've got to show something in your loan period. When you're on 175 grand a week, you've got to show something. So far, for me, this loan has been worse than Timo Werner's. Don't all come for me at once. Don't all come for me at once. Oh, my God. Besiktas are trying to sign Alphonse Areola from West Ham before deadline day. Now, obviously, that ties into Kinski, right? I don't know. Again, Spurs doing Spurs things. Let's talk transfer window for a minute, shall we? Before we go back to this game, let's talk transfer window. Are Spurs going to sign anyone, people? Are Spurs going to sign anybody? Yeah, I'm looking at his record. I'm not that impressed. Phil, I'm not. I don't know what record you're seeing. I'm not that impressed. I think he was brilliant at Frankfurt. Since then, he's not really sorted himself out. I'll be honest, mate. Sorry, I feel like we're clutching at straws. I feel like we're really, really clutching at straws. I think if Spurs were to sign Mawani on loan, on a permanent, I think that would really show that this club has no real ambition. And I've got this horrible feeling. I've got this horrible feeling it's going to be one of these two. One, my man Barry. You want to come on, Barry? You let me know. I've got a feeling it's either going to be someone like Strand Larson or Sterling. But I did see that Napoli want Raheem Sterling. Isn't the transfer window a weird and wonderful place? I did see today that Napoli are one of the clubs interested in Raheem Sterling, who originally, and yes, Sterling on a free, I can complain. Yes, I can. yes, we very much can complain about Raheem Sterling on a free. Yes, yeah. But again, Phil, should be none of them. You got to remember, if you get Mawani, you're going to have to fork out 50, 60 million quid or something, right? So I'd rather buy properly. I just feel we're starting to settle now, aren't we? And Johnston and Sterling. Oh God. Tottenham Hotspur. Do you know the funny thing is, if we signed Raheem Sterling, right? If we signed, sorry, who's messaging me? If we signed Raheem Sterling and Sam Johnston, you just know there would be fans that want to try and be super fans that will go, no, this is good, smart, sensible business. We'd find a way, wouldn't we? We'd find a way to try and put a positive spin on it. And I think lots of people just want to buy Lookman. No, it's utterly amazing. And Max is a good point. Mawani's, Richie has put this guy to shame this year. How embarrassing is that? Yeah. He might be free in terms of a fee. In terms of your salary, you're looking at big numbers, aren't you? Maybe, I'll tell you what, 4 years ago, I would have bitten your hand off for Raheem Sterling. Right now, Bill, God, you love some bad players, don't you? Honestly, why don't we want Spurs to do better? Tell now Mawani. Who else are you going to have next? I bet you probably want Raheem Sterling. The lineup for anyone who missed it. Vicario in goal. Jed Spence, Danso, Romero and Adogi. Paulinho and Gray with Odeber, Sarr and Simmons with Kolo Mawani up top. Come on, Kolo. Score some goals. Show us you got something about you, mate. Akliouche. I feel like with Akliouche, it won't happen this window. I might be wrong. I feel like the longer you leave it, how are Monaco going to turn around and let one of their best players go with a few days left to replace him? It's the problem when you wait till the end of the window, right? Mateta. I mean, yeah, look, I doesn't really scream anything to me. Do you know what it screams? Panic. It screams panic. It screams of a great big panic with no plan. Let's be honest. If Spurs wanted Mateta, right, should have gone for him in the first week of the window. Or the moment Richarlison got injured, you would have got Mateta. But it is what it is. Akliouche. Yeah, listen, I just think, listen, I could be completely wrong here, Dan. But if I'm Monaco and Spurs come in on the 28th, 29th of the month and the window shuts on the 2nd or whatever it shuts on, I'm saying, see you later. You've given us no time to replace. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. But yeah, I mean, Akliouche can play anywhere across the line. He's a very good footballer. Akliouche can play anywhere across the line. And the problem we've got at the moment is we need players. We need bodies. We need players. We'll see. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. What will be by, when's the window shut? Monday? Is the window shut on Monday? 28th, 29th, 30th, 1st, 2nd. Yes. Yes. The window shuts on Monday. We will see what happens. Is it Monday? Someone in the chat will tell me if I've got that wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Monday. We will see what happens. But names I'm seeing pushed about. Duran, the older Aston Villa striker, apparently wants to leave Turkey. Does it scream Solanke 2.0? Let me know in the chat. There's a few people that have said that to me today. My worry is if you go and get Mateta, he's okay. But my worry is, for me, it doesn't change the creation of chances, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I think many people have asked this question. Many people have asked this question. Yeah, I don't know, Barry. Oh, mate, I don't know. It just feels like nothing's changed, does it, mate? Listen, I don't think anything's changed since I was at primary school. Let that sink in. It's just been one shit window after another, isn't it? It's just so bad. But hey, as long as everyone thinks we've got a good squad, we don't need to sign players. All we need to do is bring Poch back. Remember? We'll see. Yeah, but it's the gettable bit which isn't gettable, Dan. If he leaves Saudi now, hasn't he got like a back payment of something like 40 million in tax? I don't know the exact numbers. You've got Diaby, by the way, who is going to Inter Milan on loan. Diaby is going on loan there. I just feel like there's people. No, Mark. Because again, the big thing for me, Mark, and I know you lot are so bored of hearing me saying this, it just all screams of panic again, doesn't it? We all said, let's see a window where we're not waiting till the last 2-3 days to panic. And what have we done? We've waited until the last, after today, there's 5 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. After today's, there's 5 days left. We're in panic territory, right? Yeah, and you know, look, it's annoying when Frank comes out and says, "Yeah, we're actively looking, but we don't want to just sign anyone." It's like, are you kidding me? This squad is terrible. What do we mean, anyone? There are so many players that are better than what we've got. Robert, you know what? For them to make me happy this window, they're going to have to bring in 2 top players, and I can't see it. Honestly, for me, for Spurs to salvage this window, it's going to have to be, I want like Akliouche and Lookman together. Yeah? Completely transform that front four. For me. That's only me. I'm not saying anyone else has to be feeling that way. Right? There we go. There we go. Makes sense, doesn't it? I have no doubt. I have got no doubt at some point Spurs are going to dip their toe in the Strand Larsen water. I have no doubt about that. This is what Tottenham do. And then we will have people going, I quite like him. He had a good year last year. He's been poor this year. I don't know. There we go. Mateta is poor in front of goal with a dicky knee. Mateta is one of those. Some games you watch him and he's unplayable. Other games you watch him and he's unnoticeable, right? So it's kind of like, I don't know. It just feels very, listen, it's better than nothing if we were going to sign Mateta. But I really, really, you know, I don't know. I'd rather John Duran. Right? But again, this guy, how many clubs has this guy played for in the last 3 years? I feel like he's played for like 4 clubs. Again, was it planned? I can see this. I could see something like this happening. Honestly, do you know what? When people put things in the chat that they're being sarcastic, nothing with Spurs would surprise me. Nothing. There isn't anything right now that Spurs could do where I'd go, I can't believe they've done that. Because Spurs are Spurs, right? This is the sort of thing we would do. We'd bring in Raheem Sterling. No, it wouldn't surprise you, would it? It really wouldn't. It really wouldn't. Sunday. We're playing Sunday, aren't we? Playing Sunday or Saturday? What are we playing? Sunday. Yeah. It's, I know. Well, Harry Wilson is on a free in the summer, right? Now, you could say that Fulham have acted. Fulham have gone and got Oscar Bob knowing that Wilson's leaving. You could say that is good squad planning. Exactly. We tried. Spurs tried. And there'll be fans going, oh, what more do you want? They put in a bid with 48 hours to go. Here's the problem. When you get down to this time in the transfer window, other clubs don't have time to backfill their first team players. Now, if it's a player they're actively looking to move on, you're all right? You're okay, aren't you? If they're actively looking to move them on, i.e. Palace would be quite happy to let Guehi go because they've made money or they lose him in the summer. Conor Gallagher, they were actively going to let him go. When it's somebody's first team player, so if we go in, again, I'll use the Akliouche, right? If we go in to Monaco and go, right, there's your 40 million, 50 million pound bid for Akliouche. Surely they're going to go, right? What do you want us to do with 4 days, 3 days, whatever of the transfer window to go? What do you want us to do with that? So, look, I'm not saying it can't happen. I just think this is the problem. Every year we hear this. Doesn't matter when they come in the window. Well, maybe if we had some other signings, maybe some of the games that we've had in January could have turned from draws into wins or defeats into draws. Who knows? This is the problem. We've had, someone could tell me how many games we've had in January so far. I don't know. Is it 6, 7, 8? I don't know how many games we've had. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, nothing surprises us, right? Nothing surprises us anymore, does it? Nothing surprises us anymore. And as Spurs fans, we roll with the punches. We get to the next window, and you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen, people? All of this starts again. This is the most important window for years. Wake me up. This is the most important window. This is the most important window. We've got a plan. We're going to go big. There's a war chest. Spurs are going to go early. Yada, 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 yada. And what happens? None of that ever happens. None of that ever happens, does it? We'll be sitting here. First of all, let me ask the question, why is this game not loading on the Discovery app? Come on, what's going on? Just got a circle. Has anyone managed to get it on Discovery? I've just got a circle going round. You know, like the old Ring of Death on whatever that console was. Come on. Come on. Just going round and round and round. We'll wait and see what happens with there. I just don't know, guys. I just don't know what we do. I don't know where we go from here. I just know that, yeah, John, yeah, our sub bench. We knew it though. We knew it. We don't have anyone fit or available, do we? We tried FC, and that is why. Um, well, yeah, the reason I didn't want Bob is because he's another player with no experience. There's another player who's played like 26 Premier League games, right? Right, hang on. This isn't working. This is going to frustrate the life out of me. I can tell between now and kickoff. Let me go to my apps and go to Discovery. Oh, I wish it was just on normal TV. I hate watching games on apps. Well, mate, as I said, these clubs, they've got their shit together. These clubs have their shit together. We don't. We absolutely don't. And that is why when I say for ages, when people are going, we should batter them, I'm like, why? Why should we be battering them? I don't think we've got a good squad. But hey, each to their own. Sterling to Fulham, maybe. I don't know if Fulham will have to pay his wages, to be honest. I think Harry Wilson's a good footballer. I do. I can't get into this. I can't get in. Yes, I can. I'm in. I am in. Whoa, we're in. So big up to each and every one of you. Tottenham Hotspur away at Frankfurt in the final Champions League game. The final Champions League game. Smash that like button. 209 likes. Come on, guys and girls. Very quiet. There's 645 of you in here. Smash that button. No, I wouldn't have had him at Spurs. No, I think the problem with having him at Spurs is he's another one that would need guidance. He's played like 26 Premier League games in his career. I think 6 of them are starts. Again, for me, it would just scream desperation. I think it would just scream desperation for me. But I think he's doing the right thing. Go to Fulham, right? There is going to be less pressure on Fulham. Go to Fulham, do well, have a couple of years and move on up. That's what I think. That's what I think he will do. And I think he's done the right thing. It is on TNT Channel 5, or if anyone's got Discovery. Bobby Andrews, how you doing, Bobby? How you doing, mate? Sav, we all jumped on Levy's back, and I said we will soon see if Levy's the fall guy with how we acting this week. Mate, I've got no doubt that Levy was an issue. But you are right. ENIC are part of that. And ENIC is showing us in this window, nothing has changed. Yeah? Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Sorry, did you say we should sign anyone? I don't know what this is about. I don't know what this is about. I don't know what this is about. So, look, I don't know, guys and girls. Look, the team's out again. Vicario, Spence, Danso, Romero, Adogi, Paulinho, Gray, Odeber, Sarr, Simmons, and Mwani. And they're showing here injured Kulu, Madison, Kudus, Bentancur, Richarlison, Davis, Bergval, Porro, Van der Ven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 injuries, and then ineligible. Souza, Basuma, Tell, Dragashin, Conor Gallagher. 14 players not available for tonight. Not ideal. I think if we go through, we've done very well, to be honest, with the amount of players we've got missing. So this is a big game. No. I've seen people asking this. No. Answer me in the chat. Would anyone seriously say, yeah, we'll have Champions League. We win the Champions League if we got relegated? I don't think these people are truly thinking through the ramifications of not qualifying, of not being, in the Premier League. No, not for me. No. Look at Bournemouth. Sold Semenyo. Instantly they replace. They had a plan. GS, this is the point, right? We sold Johnson. Look, do you know what? It's bad enough that we didn't replace Johnson, but then the fact that we lost Kudus for 4 months to injury, it's mad. Harry Wilson right now is a no-brainer. Kid's on fire, and he's better than what we have. Cheap and fits in until signs are back. Bobby, I like Harry Wilson. I think he's the ultimate Premier League squad player. I think maybe I'm doing him a bit of disservice there. I think he does really well. He's really grown this last few years. Scores goals. He's involved in everything. He's of a good age now. Yeah, I like him. Not saying he's the answer, but again, how have Spurs not managed to go in for any of these types of players? It's truly, truly worrying for me. Agreed. I think if Spurs had a settled attack and you said, right, Bob's going to come in and he's going to be, rotating with Kudus and yes, for me, bringing him in as the guy, the main guy, I don't think he's done anything yet. Big up to my man, Philly. How we doing, bro? Hope you're well. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Perchy, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. What you just sent me, you know you wouldn't. Yeah, so, look, it is what it is. We are where we are, and we have a great opportunity tonight to push a bit of feel-good factor into the fan base, right? No doubt, even if we win and go through, no doubt people will still moan about Frank for the evening. But let's see if we can have one night where we go through, we qualify, you know what? And we can actually say, yeah, some peace and quiet. Now move into the transfer window. I bet we all know that won't happen, even if we win. The game is on TNT 5. And that is the problem, right? The unavailable players beat the available players. Yes, absolutely. I have never seen this many first-team players out injured. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But, hey, you've got to roll with the punches. You've got to do what you do. We can't use this as an excuse. We've got ourselves, look, we've lost 1 of 7 Champions League games. Yeah? If we get the win tonight, superb. And they've done really well. They've done really, really well in the Champions League. Yeah. Look, I just think if Spurs get relegated, if Spurs get relegated, then we are in trouble. Let me move these. Thank you to the person who just messaged me saying that he's moving. Look, honestly, if Spurs got relegated, I think that people would slowly wake up to this is not a good thing. In no way, shape, or form for me is this a good thing for Spurs to get relegated. I've heard this before. We should reset. Reset what? Reset what? What do we think happens if we get relegated? The ramifications are going to be monumental if we get relegated. So we'll see. If you haven't had a chance to get your scores in, let's see. Also, by the way, the weather. God, the weather in Germany is that snow? Is that snow? I know it's definitely raining. Look, Christian Romero's on the screen. Again, being very effective, scoring goals. I think being, for me, disappointing at the back, but he scores goals, which is a good thing. Got to see a captain's performance tonight. Got to see a captain's performance from Romero tonight. Nothing silly. None of that running into midfield, clattering people, getting early yellow cards, red cards. So I want to see a big game from him. I really, really, really do. Sava, can I get your take on Stell wanting to lose to City? I mean, I haven't seen who said what. I haven't seen him say that. I haven't seen anyone say that. I know that people are asking the question. Absolutely, I do not want to lose to Manchester City. God, no. We're a mess. We need a win. I never want to lose to Man City. I don't want to lose to anyone. No, I don't want to lose. If you go to TNT Sports 1, press the red button. It gives you the options of the games. So it should take you to Discovery, and you can watch the Spurs game there. Look, yeah, there's got to be an issue. This is 2.5, 3 years in a row now, right? This is mad. Let me get into position as well. When we watch the games, we have to tilt the chair slightly towards the TV. So apologies if I'm side on. Listen, I don't want to get relegated, and I don't want to lose to Man City. I've been very clear about that. Very, very clear. I don't think that people are thinking it through. I really, really don't. I can never, ever sit here and say, who's this? Oh, I can never say I want to see my team lose. I just don't. We're a mess. We need to win games. We need to do what's right for Tottenham. Forget Arsenal for the moment. If Arsenal win the league, Arsenal win the league. What do you do? If Arsenal win the league, they've won the league. Listen, look, as it stands, my plans in life are that I've got things to do from April. If that changes, which I don't think it will, then I'll stick around to the end of the season. But I don't think, as it stands, it's going to be the 31st of April, mate, of March. Well, look, I mean, I don't think all of them are available. I listen, Lookman, yes. Akliouche, yes. Jones, I would think might be. Wharton, I can't see him being available in any way, shape, or form during a January transfer window. Marmouche, are Man City going to let him go? They've got no strikers if Haaland goes down injured. I don't think it's as clear cut as that. As a fans, we can say it. I just don't know if it's true. So I'm just seeing if this is any transfer news coming in. No. So 15 minutes to go. You lot have been rubbish on the likes. 245 likes, 600 of you in here. What, we can't even get 50% likes. Come on, people. Listen, look, each to their own, right? But for me, I don't know what we gain from losing to Man City. And listen, by the way, when people ask this question, we haven't really got a choice. What's going to happen is going to happen, right? Us wanting to win, not wanting to win doesn't change anything, right? But for me, we need points. We need points on the board. So listen, City are going to be the massive favourites. We know that. We know they're going to be the massive favourites. I want to say a 2-1 Spurs win. I'm worried about where the goals are coming from. I'm worried. Where are the goals coming from? I'm going to go with 2-1 Spurs. I'm going to go with 2-1 Spurs. Going to be positive. Yeah, I agree. I just can't. You never want your team to lose, do you? You don't. You don't. Listen, they might not win it. They might win it. But you know what? Can we be brutally honest? Arsenal winning the league should not be our concern right now. It should not be our concern in any way, shape, or form. Really, it shouldn't, right? It really shouldn't be our concern. We've got our own issues over here in this half of North London to be worrying about what they're doing over there. So yeah, not for me. Not for me. Where are we? No. I've got some things lined up. At the moment, it looks like it's from April. Big up, mate. I will do my best. I will do my best. Said the game kicks off in 13 minutes. I'll try. Everyone knows I try my best with the commentary. Yeah, yeah, Enoch time. Do you remember Daniel Levy made that one signing, didn't he? Was it Rafa van der Vaart on deadline day? And then it was just sort of Levy time. And then we never saw it again, did we? We never really saw it. Look, do you know what Spurs need? In my humble opinion, it's brilliant. There's no trolls tonight. I just noticed this is absolutely brilliant. In my humble opinion, right? I think Spurs need an end of the window like we had in the year when we bought in Bentancur and Kulusevski. You know, when those two came in and the impact they made for the end of that season, I think we need two players of that ilk. I think we need two players of that kind of stature that come in and transform us. I don't know. What do you think? Absolutely. Listen, our rivalry shouldn't be more important than us winning points. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, Ryan, the problem is we're not very good up front. So this is going to be, listen, we've scored goals in the Champions League, to be fair. But listen, Mawani hasn't had his shooting boots on. Odegaard hasn't. Simmons hasn't. Somebody is going to have to get their shooting boots on tonight, mate. Somebody's going to have to get their shooting boots. So 2-1 to Spurs is my... We're always going to concede, aren't we? 2-1 to Spurs. It's nights like this, I suppose, which is why you qualify for the Champions League. It's just a shame that once again we qualified for the Champions League and then didn't prepare ourselves properly for the Champions League. Well, what's new? What's new? Will I have a stream with Lee Gunner again? I don't know. I haven't spoken to Lee for a little while, actually. I don't know. The Spurs hierarchy. Yeah. Yeah, they would be good on the traitors, wouldn't they? They would be good. So cloak and dagger. Yeah. Oh, God. Spurs owners never change. Yeah, January 2022. No, Frankfurt have not gone strong. Frankfurt have got nothing to play for, and their manager looks like he's resting players for the Bundesliga at the weekend. Well, if the trolls are watching Sean, let's have a look. Sean is live. If the trolls are watching Sean, they can all stay over there. Big up to Sean and his channel. Big up. Great lad is Sean. Do you remember when Keane came in? Yeah, mate. We need this sort of thing, Mark. We need this sort of thing. Do you remember? Didn't we sign Defoe in a January window once? We need it. Ash, we'll find something else to moan about in our daily You know what? Every morning I wake up to WhatsApps, not from my wife, from Ash. Literally. And I'm like, oh, has something happened? It's just Ash laughing because somebody else is signing someone and we're not. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it, mate? You know, it's mad. But again, I don't know why we let ourselves get so frustrated, guys and girls. This is what they do every window. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, does it? Like, if they go and sign a good player now, people will have forgotten how shit the window's been. But there's no plan. It's the 29th. In 4 hours and 10 minutes, it's the 29th of January. The 29th of January in just over 4 hours. I don't know. What's my dream? My dream? Oh, my dream realistic end. I think it's got to be a Lookman, isn't it? If we're being realistic, a Lookman, an Akliouche, if we're being realistic. Now, is there a left field signing that they're working on? I don't know. I don't know. Is something going to come out of the blue? I don't know. I hope so. But you know what? Nothing will surprise me with Spurs. If any of these three things happen, I won't be surprised. Option one, right? Option 1 is nothing happens. Like nothing happens. Option 2, a really, really bog standard, underwhelming signing comes in on transfer deadline day. Sure. Or option 3, you go, they kept that really good signing quiet. Can't really see that one happening. What's your all-time Spurs front four? Oh, my all-time Spurs front four. Well, I'll do it from when I've been alive. Would be Ginola and Bale on the wings with Kane and Sheringham, Klinsmann or Berbatov. Sheringham, Klinsmann or Berbatov. Sheringham, Klinsmann or Berbatov. Help me out. Sheringham, Klinsmann or Berbatov. If I say it enough times, someone will answer for me. With God, I loved all three of them. God, just think. We used to have players like that. We're now talking about buying Strand Larson. They were all so different. I loved Teddy. God, Berbatov was a genius. Klinsmann, though. Klinsmann was like the last proper world-class player we signed. I didn't listen to what I said, Bobby. Ginola and Bale out wide, and then I might leave Kane out. I want Sheringham and Klinsmann. I think Sheringham and Kane might be a bit too similar. But I'm going to go with Klinsmann and Kane. There you go. Cool. Klinsmann, Kane, Ginola and Bale. God, that wouldn't be bad. Berbatov, though. God, what a player Berbatov was. Other wingers I could have put in there. Chris Waddle. God, Chris Waddle was a player. I think whoever was lucky enough to watch Waddle. I think that's listen, look at the four players we just named. Kane, Klinsmann, Sheringham, and Berbatov. Gary Lineker has been in my lifetime. Clive Allen has been in my lifetime as a centre forward. Robbie Keane, Jermaine Defoe. Oh my God, we've had some great strikers. Now we've got what we've got now. No, nowhere near it for me. Sorry. No. Gaza, Hoddle, Greaves. I don't know, man. That's a big shout. I mean, Bale's definitely in the conversation. When you're saying no question, poor Glenn Hoddle was some footballer. Let me tell you that. Gaza. If Gaza was around today, he'd be 200 million quid. Percy keeps sending me pictures of his dinner. It looks really nice. I'm really annoyed. I want some of that dinner. He's cooking Greek in honor of me. Look. What a touch. God, he had a great touch, didn't he? God, he had a sublime touch. Gaza was ridiculous. Oh, Chris Armstrong. Celez. Oh, we've had some great players, haven't we? We've had some great forwards and wingers, and we've had some great players. And then I look at this squad and go, I know, Bobby. I know. This is what the kids will never understand. When they all go, Odegaard, Tell, Solanke, and I'm like, no, these aren't top players. Mate, I don't think you've seen Glenn Hoddle play football, have you? I don't think you saw Glenn Hoddle or Gaza play. They were different level. Listen, Bale was world class. Look, we've had some greats, haven't we? We've had some greats. I am not going to get involved in Paqueta has signed for thingy. We all knew that. Yeah, look, I am not going to split hairs over some of these greats that have played for Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, God, wasn't he? Oh, God, I caught the very tail end, Ellie. I caught the very tail end of Hoddle. And I'm gutted. But the players now, it's just nowhere. It's nowhere near, is it? Ellie, you've seen some greats. Some of these players now just wouldn't even have made the bench back in the day, you know? Yeah. Well, we've done this before. By the way, before we end the channel, I will be doing like a 12-hour charity stream or something as well to sign off in style. If we can sign off by doing something good, I think that would be great. But look, the teams are out ready for the Champions League music. This is your last chance to give me your score prediction. I'm going to go with 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. I'd like to not concede, but hey, this is Spurs. Let me know. Tell you what, David Howes, what a solid pro. I think we'd love a David Howes now. Did a great job for many years at Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, do you know what? The shame of it is, in this day and age, with the way, I don't know, Ellie, you're in the chat. I don't know if you'll agree with me on this. In this day and age, with how teams play one up top and a number 10, Hoddle this era would have been the best player in the world in the number 10 in this era. Problem was, Hoddle was around in an era of 4-4-2, and it slightly didn't suit him, right? It slightly didn't suit him in terms of England caps and stuff. But hey, listen, great players. Big up to Ledley's Knees, said buying Spurs tomorrow when the Acca lands. Yeah, man. Let's all win an Acca and see if we can let's all win an Acca and see if we can buy Tottenham. Big up to you, Ledley's Knees. Appreciate it. And Andy Lester, always a big supporter of the channel. Thanks, Andy. Really appreciate you. Been a slow super chat day today and really crap on the likes. Only 290. Only 290. Yeah, but again, when people say things like this, if those players were playing now, they would also be athletes, right? They would also be athletes. You've got to remember that. You know, people are a victim of their circumstances around them. But some of those footballers then were just ridiculous compared to now. I honestly, I look at this Spurs squad, it's just unrecognizable from the talent we used to have. But hey, it is what it is. Chris Waddle was a top player. Chris Waddle had this knack. I don't know if any of the older people in the crowd agree with me. I've never seen anyone effortlessly drop their shoulder like Waddle and go past his man. He just, not really pacey, just dropped and went. And every single time, he took his man on. Every single time. He was brilliant. Romero is in the center of the pitch doing the coin toss. He's the drop of that shoulder. The drop of his shoulder was epic, wasn't it? Spurs, Vicario in goal. Spence, Danso, Romero and Adogi as a back four. A midfield two of Yao Paulinho, who's back after injury, and Gray, Xavi, Star and Odeber. And Randall Colomawani up top. And here is the bench. It's a very good bench. Kinski, Austin, Solanke, Scarlett, Ulasesi, Martin, Hardy, Byfield, Rousewell, and Hall. Ty Hall. Tell you what, God, he was good. Oh gosh, what a good footballer Peter Beardsley was. This is what I mean. When people say to me now, I was having a debate with someone yesterday. I was going, the players now, they are technically as good as, but I was like, no, what? No, in no way, shape or form. Right. We're about to have a kickoff. I mean, in the game. Come on, you Spurs. Xavi Simons is going to get the game off and underway. Tottenham are in their all-white kit, and we are underway. So strap in, enjoy yourselves. Let me know how much. Let me know how much commentary you need from me. Yeah. Anyone who got to see Waddle. Oh. Even when Waddle went to Sheffield Wednesday, what a player he was. Right, anyway, we are in game mode now as the ball is played down the line into Paulinho. He clips it forwards, nowhere near Odeber, and Frankfurt clear the ball, and it's gone out for a throw-in to Tottenham Hotspur. Good evening to you. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I have no chocolate, no food. Sadly, this is what I've got. I've got a glass of water with a great big bit of ice in it. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, Peter Beardsley was some player. Yeah, Williams Barnett is also injured as well, isn't he? Yeah, you enjoying YouTube a bit more now. You're hanging up. I'd say it's a weight off my shoulders. I'll be honest. It's a weight off my shoulders. It's nice tonight. We haven't got any trolls in. It's absolutely lovely. Here's Romero into Papasar. Now across to Paulinho. Paulinho plays a quick ball over the top. Really good ball into Xavi Simons. He says he's being held. The referee said no, but Papasar, good touch, gives it to Danso. Papasar's actually... Let's have a look. Who's playing where? Interesting. Here's Mawani out wide. There's Gray. Back into Mawani. He's got into the box. Pull it across. It should be 1-0. It is 1-0. Spurs are 1-0 up with inside 2 minutes. Xavi Simons. Really, really good work. Really. Is it a goal? What's the ref doing? Oh, I think, is it a goal? I don't know what the ref's doing. I don't think it's going to count. Hang on, I'm not sure. What was wrong with, I don't know. I don't think it's a goal. I don't think it's a goal. Bear with me, guys. I'm not sure what we're checking. What's wrong with that? What on earth is wrong with that? Is never a foul in a million years. VAR are checking it. That was... You cannot give that as a foul. If... Has he given the guy... Hang on, I'm confused. Is it a goal or not? 0-0, no goal. What on earth is wrong with that? What on football? Oh my God. What on earth was wrong with that? I'd love to see it again. But for me, that just looked like two players colliding. Wow. Yeah, sorry, guy. Football is just weird. Now, are Spurs playing wing backs here? Is the question I'm going to ask. Are Spurs playing a back three with Paulinho in there? No, I don't know. I don't know what we're playing at the moment. I can't really work it out at the moment. What on earth was... That is a disgrace, isn't it? Anyway, 0-0, 4 minutes gone. Here's Jed Spence driving down the right-hand side. And the ball is given away and goes back to the Frankfurt goalkeeper. I'm just trying to work out this formation. Oh, no. How's he given that as a... Oh, this is ridiculous. What? What? I don't know what's going on. By the way, I'll try and give you as many scores as we go through as possible, but there is a lot going on tonight. I think Man City... No, hang on. As it stands, Tottenham are fifth. As it stands, Spurs are fifth. I know that Arsenal are winning 1-0. Bilbao are beating... someone's just put 1-0 Bilbao. I don't know who they're playing. I'm guessing that is Barca. Club Brugge are beating Olympique Marseille 1-0. That's just come up on the screen. Barcelona 0, Copenhagen 1. Wow. Barcelona 0, Copenhagen 1. We'll do a comprehensive roundup at half time, right? Because it's going to be really difficult all the way through. But that is absolutely shocking that goal was disallowed. That is shocking. Anyway, here's Frankfurt with the ball out wide. It looks like Spurs are playing a back three to me. Danso, Romero, and Paulinho. Yeah, with Gray and Sarr in midfield. So Spurs are playing a wing backs here. Spurs are playing the 3-4-3, so to speak. Anyway, here's Frankfurt moving the ball. Arsenal 1-1. Jorginho, isn't that their old player? Jorginho, is that the same one? Wow. I'll check what it all means for the table at half time. It would be a nightmare to do it all the way through. I can't believe that. What a good start that was. What a good start that was. They're saying Stefan Ortega could leave Man City on deadline day. Let's see if that happens. Yeah, it looks to me like we're playing the old wing backs with Udogie and Spence tucking in when we need to make it a 5. Yeah, Paulinho is definitely in the back three. And Sarr is definitely central midfield with Gray. There's a long ball by Frankfurt over the top. That should be seen out by Destiny Udogie, and it is. I'm just looking at this again. I'm sorry. This is so lightweight to be given as a... Oh, that's so lightweight, isn't it? That's never a free kick. That's never a free kick, is it? Oh my God, that is just... Sorry, I'm not normally one to concentrate on ref decisions, but that is ridiculous. PSG 1, Newcastle 0. Vitinha with the goal. Vitinha with the goal. So that will put PSG above Spurs for the time being, and will make sure that Newcastle do not qualify automatically as it stands. As it stands, Tottenham are in the top 8. We are in the top 8. Anyway, here is Papa Sarr into Danso. Yeah, Spurs are definitely opening this pitch up and playing a back three. I just realised on this, all the scores coming in the top right-hand corner, so I don't know why I said I won't be able to see the scores. Here's Paulinho. He goes across to Christian Romero. Again, it's where are the goals going to come from? Here's Xavi Simons. Ball is laid off into Danso. He switches play to Paulinho. Paulinho switches again to Spence. Spurs working it nicely onto the right-hand side. Spence beats his man, then cuts back. Still got it, Jed Spence. Lays the ball into Christian Romero. Every Spurs player in the final third. Here's Romero. Frankfurt have got all 10 men behind the ball. Here's Xavi Simons. Lays the ball into Udogie. Udogie whips it in across. It's flicked away by a defender, only as far as Odeberg. He dinks it across, headed out by the defender. Papa Sarr wins the header. And then Simons can't get there, but it's gone as far as Romero. Is he going to shoot? No. Goes out wide to Odeberg. Beat your man. Beat your man. He takes his man on. He whips it across, and it hits... I think that was... Is that Tiate? He hits, and it goes out for a corner kick to Spurs. Well, interesting 10 minutes here. Manchester City are winning 1-0. That pushes Spurs into 7th. As it stands, we're still hanging on in there by the skin of our teeth with this draw. We're hanging on in there. A lot of football to be played. Spurs are on TNT Sports 5 tonight, or Discovery, if you've got the Discovery Plus app. Erling Haaland, who else? For Manchester City. Corner kick, deep to the back post. Romero heads it across. Archie headed down by Paulinho. Saved by the keeper. Spurs, some good intent here. It was a good ball across. Paulinho, here you go. Christian Romero heads it back across goal. Paulinho heads it down, and the keeper pushes it out for a corner kick to Tottenham. Another corner for Tottenham. So Xavi Simons is going to take this from the right-hand side, right-footed. So it's going to be an outswinger. Corner kick. Come on. He's taken it short to Odegaard instead. Odegaard lays it off to Spence. He puts it deep to the back post. Danso across. It's flicked away as far as Sarr. Spurs just couldn't quite get the fall of the ball. And the ref has given something. I don't know. Very whistle happy, this referee. Oh, that's never offside, is it? That's never offside. Bayer Leverkusen 1, Villarreal 0. Malik Tillman with the goal. Yeah, this ref and Lino are very trigger happy, aren't they? But here's Frankfurt laying a ball across the edge of the box. Good defending in the end by Udogie. Good defending. Gets it clear. And then the ball goes out for a throw into Tottenham Hotspur. I'm not... This ref's just going to do something tonight. You can just see it, right? This ref's going to ruin the game somehow. Just get a feeling. Here's Paulinho. Spurs have started brightly. Disallowed goal. Keeper save. Here's Christian Romero at the back. Slows it down too much. Keep it moving, Christian. Here's Paulinho. Dinks the ball forward into Mawani, but it's nowhere near. Poor pass by Paulinho and into the arms of the goalkeeper. Paulinho wins the ball back in midfield. He's brilliant at that, isn't he? And now Papasar gives it to Danso. Spurs are full of purpose tonight. Driving forward is Danso. Still going. Lays it off to the left to Udogie. Udogie goes back to Danso. Inside to Xavi Simons. Good ball. Cheeky little turn into Danso. Back to Simons. And then the ball is cleared. It's a corner kick. It's given a goal kick. That's got to be a corner. I'll happily be wrong on that, but that's got to be a corner, right? This ref is just one of those refs where he's far too involved. But Spurs are playing with purpose. We're trying to get forward. Frankfurt have got a lot of men behind the ball. And then their keeper clears it only as far as Jed Spence. But his header has found its way into the Frankfurt play. And Frankfurt now have a 3-on-3. The ball goes out wide. The attackers lost some momentum now, which is good for Tottenham. And there's a shot taken from about 45, 50 yards and hits his own player and goes out for a Tottenham goal kick. Monaco 1, Juventus 0. Fullerin Balogun, the ex-Arsenal striker. Liverpool are 1-0 up. Liverpool are 1-0 up, which doesn't affect them. Arsenal are 2-1 up. As it stands, Spurs are 7th. As it stands, Spurs are 7th. It's going to chat you. This is going to change a lot. But that goal would have just settled everything down, wouldn't it? Great tackle, Paulinho. Odegaard turns, does well. and then gives it away. Really poor from Odegaard there. He did the hard work really well. And then an easy 10-yard pass, just no concentration. Here's Archie Gray. Lays the ball out wide to Spence. Back into Papasar. Atletico Madrid 1, Bodo Glimt 0, Sorloth with the goal, and that will have an effect on Tottenham. That will, when that updates on my league table, that will put Atletico Madrid above Spurs. We will be into 8. Look, we know a draw isn't going to be enough, realistically. We know that, right? Here's Romero, over to Danso. Paphos 1, Slavia 0. Vlad Dragomir with a goal. Here is Papasar, 30 yards out, 40 yards out as a shot. Terrible shot. Ricochet back, though. Here's Jed Spence. Takes his man on, whips a cross in, straight into the arms of the keeper. It's all happening. There's 18 Champions League games tonight. Tottenham are in 8th. As it stands, Chelsea are in 9th. So as it stands, Tottenham are in 8th. None of this matters if we win, by the way. But as it stands, Tottenham are just creeping through. I fully expect that a draw is not going to be enough, though. So, Tottenham have actually started well here. I just don't know where the goals are going to come from. And this is something we've said all year. I don't know where the goals are going to come from. But Spurs are pressing. I don't think anyone can say we're not playing with intensity and press. We are. I just don't know if there's enough goals in this team. We shall see. Here is Frankfurt. Right-hand side. I mean, Frankfurt are doing nothing with the ball when they get it. They're trying to keep it in patches. They're not going anywhere with it. Napoli 0, Chelsea 1. Enzo Fernandez with the goal. Now, I think that that's the goal that puts Tottenham outside the top 8. That's the goal that puts Tottenham outside the top 8. We are now 9th. We knew that we needed a win. We are still going to need that win. We are now 9th. We are now down into the playoff positions. 1 goal for Spurs changes everything, though. 1 goal for Spurs sees us move up to 4th. So there's going to be a lot of this all night. A lot of this all night. And I'm knackered already. Thanks, Mark, saying if this was the final table, we would play PSV or Marseille in the playoff round. I just don't know where the goals are coming from. We're just so depleted. I just don't know. Odegaard never looks like scoring. Neither does Mawani. Simmons. I mean, I don't know where the goals are coming from. Mike. Mike, it was the softest of decisions to disallow the goal. Here's Odegaard. Goes past his man. No, he doesn't. Too easy, that. Yeah, Mark, it might have to be, right? There's Romero. He's given the ball away, though. Frankfurt, play it out. Well, I'm not allowed to say that. Lubo gets well annoyed with me, don't he? Gets well annoyed. You always have a go at Romero. I don't. Liverpool are 2-0 up. Florian Wirtz for Liverpool. Florian Wirtz, and that is sealing their fate. They are going to be in They are, as it stands, Liverpool have qualified. Liverpool have qualified unless they lose this 2-goal lead. Liverpool are through to the last, are through to the knockout stages. So it's still early. Only 20 minutes gone. "21 minutes. So Tottenham, we've had the disallowed goal, really good chance from a Paulinho header. Other than that, I'm just struggling to see. Mawani, Odegaard, these guys just don't do it for me yet. They just never look like getting a shot away. I don't know. Can someone tell me someone tell me the possession? I'm guessing we've had most of the ball. Here's Archie Gray into Simmons. He pops it into Romero. He's going to go again to Paulinho. Now Xavi Simmons into Odegaard. Lays it off to Sarr, to Gray. He moves it nicely onto Danso. Out wide to the left to Udogie. Somebody's going to have to find a moment here, aren't they? Here's Sarr. Goes across to Paulinho. To Jed Spence. Good turn by Xavi Simmons. That was nice. And he lays it off to Spence. Spence fires it across goal. It's found its way to Gray. He turns. It's laid. Oh, my God. Gray did really well. Gray with a little turn. Laid it back to Sarr. 20 yards out. And there is 0 goal threat in this team. Sarr's shot was like a conversion in rugby. That is awful, Papa Sarr. I'm sorry. That is dreadful. That is dreadful. So Spurs still with our destiny in our hands. But when you get chances like that, you've got to get it on target. Here's Jed Spence. Great football from Jed Spence. Lovely footwork. Take a bow, young man. That was beautiful. Yeah, I've got no problem with a free at the back. I've got no problem with a free at the back. We're moving the ball quickly. So when you do that, it doesn't matter. It's just, I don't know what we've got up top. Here's Odegaard. Here's Spence. Just when you work the ball well like we did there, Sarr can't be leaning back and shooting like that. That's dreadful technique. Here's Paulinho. Into Odegaard. Beat him. Take him on. Take him on. He's tried to take him on. He can't get past him. He's laid it back. He can't beat his man at the moment, Odegaard. He's laid it back. Here is Romero. Frankfurt with everybody in their own third. Everybody. This is going to take patience from Spurs here. Here's Spence. He's got 2 players around him, and they've done their job, and they took the ball off him. And how is that a free kick? I mean, I don't know. Football's gone, innit? Football's gone. Every little touch. Every little touch. Let's have a look. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Come on. Guys, there's no goal for it. There's no goal for it. Who? I was saying Frankfurt have had more of the ball. I can't remember Frankfurt really on the ball. I mean, Spurs, we're moving it quickly. We're pushing them back. I just need somebody that's going to... Has anybody got that? We're going to need... This is where someone like a Xavi Simmons is going to have to show us that real bit of quality, aren't they? I don't think this is anything to do with tactics or anything like that. We just don't know if we've got goals. Here's Paulinho. The problem is, other than Solanke, who you got? Other than Solanke, who you got to bring on? Anyway, here's Jed Spence. Gives the ball away. One back by Paulinho. Given away by Sarr. I think Sarr is so bad on the ball. Oh, it's one back by Xavi Simons, but Sarr's got to be quicker there. Got to be quicker. Ball whipped into the box. Headed down. Oh, no, Odegaard. Oh, got to be better. These front three never look like scoring a goal. The ball was whipped in and it just sort of hit Odegaard. He wasn't alert to it. Not his fault. It hit him and went into the keeper. Here is Jed Spence. Goes into Paulinho. Frankfurt are very happy to have every man behind the ball. Look at them. Every one of their players is behind the ball. They're happy. They're not pressing. They're happy to sit back. The urgency, the intensity, it's all Spurs who can make themselves a hero. Here's Romero. Into Paulinho. He goes into Mwani. Good turn by Odegaard. There's Simons. Now Odegaard, shoot. Oh, he's in a post. Oh, gosh, what a good attempt by Odegaard. He's hit the post. We can't buy a goal, can we? Here's Simons. I'll talk you through it in a minute. Here's Odegaard again. Lays it into Adogi. Adogi. Oh, and it's gone through. Oh, Odegaard did really well. Played a 1-2 with Simons. Fired the shot low. Beats the keeper. Hits the post. We can't buy a goal. Much more positive play from Spurs and Odegaard. We're well on top in this game. It's just, have we got it? Man City 2-0 up. Rayan Cherki with the goal. As it stands, Tottenham are in ninth. We're not going to, as it stands, Man City are not going to lose that game tonight. So we're not going to get any help from Man City tonight. Here's Xavi Simons. Shoot! Oh, no! Oh, my God. We can't score a goal for love nor money. How many chances? Xavi Simons beat his man. Here's Gray. Pulls it across. Here's Mwani. Dinks it over to the back. Oh, it won't fall for Spence. Oh, my gosh. Odegaard hits the post. Xavi one-on-one with the keeper. The keeper saves. Oh, my gosh. Oh. So the keeper made a mistake. Xavi Simons, with really good footwork, gets round the defenders, but just didn't lift the ball over the keeper. Look, it needed just a dink. I think he did the right thing. He would never have got a shot off with his left foot because of the defender closing him down. But he needed a little bit of purchase. Tottenham should definitely be winning this game. Definitely should be winning this game. Mate, he wouldn't have, if you watch it back, there's no way he had two defenders. There's no way he would have had time to get his left foot around it with the two defenders. I think he went with the right idea, but the wrong execution. We've had chances. We've had chances. Can we find that elusive breakthrough? Romero wins the ball. Gives it to Jed Spence. Good play by Spence into Romero. Back to Mawani. Odeberg. Good ball down the line. Good ball again by Simmons. Some of this link-up play is really nice. Here's Jed Spence. Back to Xavi Simmons. We need that goal, don't we, to settle that anxiety. We need that goal. It doesn't help that Frankfurt have got all 10 men behind the ball. Here is Archie Gray. Ajax are 1-0 up against Olympiacos. Kasper Dolberg with the goal. Here's Simmons into Paulinho. We should definitely be winning this. But again, look at Burnley. We had chance after chance. Not got goal scorers, natural goal scorers. Here's Udogie. Whips in across. Hits the fullback and loops into the keeper's arms. Here's Spurs. Papa Sarr. Oh my God, Papa Sarr. That boy can't pass a football for love nor. What are we doing? Papa Sarr. Oh, doesn't he just? And then when you mention it, Alfie, people go, no, Sarr's good. Oh my God. He's an athlete. He's not a good footballer. He's an athlete. Hopefully in a minute he proves me wrong. Here's Frankfurt, though. Oh, great tackle, Udogie. Great tackle, Udogie. Good play by Paulinho as well. Really good play. As it stands, Spurs are back into 8th. Chelsea have conceded to Napoli. Chelsea have conceded to Napoli. We're back in the top 8. This is going to be a long night, isn't it? This is going to be a long night. Steve, but this is my point. For all those saying Frank out, imagine we had some forwards that could score goals. Imagine we had some forwards that could score goals regularly. None of these forwards can score a goal. They can't seem to buy a goal. We'll need one of them too, won't we? We need one of them to score. So Vergara with a goal for Napoli. Napoli 1, Chelsea 1. Here's Paulinho out wide to Spence. As it stands, Spurs are back in the top 8. 4 wins, 3 draws, 1 defeat, a +8 goal difference. But we know that a goal here and a win means we don't have to worry about what anyone else does tonight. Here's Odeberg. Lays it back to Paulinho. It's all well and good people in the chat telling me who's talented, but if it doesn't amount to goals and assists ever, it's, you know, Jed Spence pulls it back, lays it off to Odeberg. Beat him. Oh, he's laid it back again. Beat him. You've got one-on-one there. He's laid it back. Here's Romero. Goes across to Danso. Bayer Leverkusen 2, Villarreal 0. Malik Tillman, I think that's his second of the game. Paulinho, great ball. Oh, given away by Odeberg on the edge of the box. Atletico Madrid 1, Bodo 1. I think that's good for Spurs, right? By the way, did I see today that the Bodo striker is signing for Norwich? Did I see that right? Did I see that? Is it Hogg? He's signing for Norwich. He'll get a bundle in the Championship. As it stands, Spurs are up to 7th. We haven't even had to score. We've moved up to 8th, then 7th. Come on, Spurs. Oh. Listen, there's nothing wrong with how we're playing. We're just toothless in and around the box. Spurs are 7th as it stands. Benfica 1, Real Madrid 1 as well. It's all happening. It's all happening. So Liverpool go into 3rd. PSG are in 4th. Real Madrid 5th. If we win, we would finish as it stands. If we were to win this, we will finish above Real Madrid and PSG and Man City. As it stands, long way to go. Here is Xavi Simons. To Sarr, Simons. Good first-time ball to Gray. Gray plays it out wide to Odegaard, who switched to the left. Gives it to Simons. Simons with a cheeky through ball to Mawani. Oh, but look how many bodies Frankfurt have got back. Here's Simons. Lays it off to Sarr. Shoot. Sarr shoots. Oh, Sarr. Oh, I think it's taking a deflection for a corner. It is all Spurs. It is all Spurs. A goal here and we go 4th. Arsenal are 3-1 up. Arsenal have won this group at a canter, haven't they? Again, nothing wrong with the performance. We just don't have goal scorers. Can we get a goal here from a corner? Xavi Simons from the right-hand side. It's been a very good half for Tottenham. Xavi Simons lays it to Odegaard. He goes to Jed Spence. Whipped in, deep, back post. Romero climbing, but he couldn't quite make this one count. And now Vicario's on the halfway line. Gives it to Udogie. It's all Spurs. All Spurs. Good footwork from Archie Gray. Gives it to Papa Sarr. Come on, Papa Sarr. I've been really disappointed with him. So many good performances tonight. Papa Sarr, not one of them. I tell you what, how anyone can't see that we need goal scorers is absolutely beyond me. Absolutely beyond me. You're not missing anything. I think it's Chiate is down injured for Frankfurt. Really good performance. It's been a very good performance. Said before the game, I just don't know who's going to grab our goals. He's back to his feet. Is Chiate, and Spurs have the ball again. Here's Sarr to Romero. Cleared by Frankfurt. Frankfurt aren't in this, by the way, at all. Which worries you, right, as a fan? It worries you. Danso clears the ball down the line. Flicked on. Here's Papa Sarr. His passing is atrocious. Jed Spence, in a minute, he'll do a worldie of a pass, won't he? But his passing in general is so bad. Now Sarr gives the ball to Simons. Simons with a through ball, but hasn't made its target. But Frankfurt are giving it away. Here's Mawani, but the ball's bounced back to Archie Gray. Mawani, for me, tries too many little touches when instead of definite passes. God, how are we not winning this game? Here is Paulinho. Out wide to Jed Spence. Romero. I think the difficulty is in the Premier League, we don't have. Hang on, good ball out wide. Here's Odegaard. But he tried too much and gives the ball away. Odegaard does some really good things tonight and some very frustrating things. Frankfurt have lost the ball, then won the ball, then lost the ball, and it's a throw into Frankfurt. Yeah, it's very weird, isn't it? Because they've got all their men behind the ball. So we're naturally having all the football and we're trying our best to break them down. But I think Jed Spencer's gone down injured. He's back up. Thank God. Don't know what we'd have. It would have been Byfield coming on, right? Yeah, mate, the problem is, who are you hitting in the middle? Who are you hitting in the middle? Mawani's not that guy. This is the problem, right? This is the problem. As it stands, though, we are going through as it stands. A long way to go. Spurs are 7th. I just think if there's any Spurs fan in the world who can't see the fundamental problem at Tottenham Hotspur is the forwards, I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know what to say. It is, again, imagine Kane and Son are in this game. Imagine Kane and Son are in this game. We're 2-0 up. Do you know what I mean? Good tackle, Papa Sarr. That's what he's good at. Napoli, I'm hearing a winning 2-1. Napoli 2, Chelsea 1. Napoli 2, Chelsea 1. Rasmus Højlund has scored. There's a ball by Spurs deep into the box. And the problem is, for the person who said the crosses into the box, that's the problem. When you put the crosses into the box, Mawani's up against 3 centre-halves, and he's not that guy. Good play by Romero at the back. As it stands, Tottenham are going through. As it stands, Chelsea have dropped to 12th. But there's a number of teams in and around us who you would think will get a goal in the second half. We've got to get a goal. I think we're watching. We must be watching a different player. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing Mawani trying too many silly little touches. Hang on, Frankfurt are in. They've hit the bar. Frankfurt have hit the bar. Out of nothing. Frankfurt have hit the bar. No, mate. Sure, but you look at this game tonight. We should be winning. None of these players can finish their dinner. Mate, I'm just giving you the goals as the TNT Sports give them. Mate, I can't watch the game, do the chat, do the live scores as well. Give me a break, mate. Yeah, I'm not seeing that Mawani's making those runs. I think that he looks really lazy. He's linking up on the edge of the box, but it's all a little flick here and a little flick there. But let that be a warning sign, Spurs. 1 minute of injury time. 1 minute of injury time. We should be winning this game. We should be winning this game. So, free kick to Spurs. Perky, this is the problem. Again, Burnley, how many chances did we want? We can't score goals. We can't score goals. This is why. This is why I don't think a lot will change with any manager until you bring in forwards or until you get Madison, Kulu, and Kudus back. I don't think a lot changes. This is my worry. Here's Jed Spence. Paulinho. And the ref blows the whistle for half time. A good half. We just can't score goals. Oh, dearie me. I would expect we will see Solanke second half. Let me stop the timer. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Yeah, positive. I thought we played well. I thought there were some very good performances out there. 1 second. There we go. That should be right. I thought there were some very good performances out there. But we can't score goals. We can't score goals. We've got no focal point in the box. We can't score goals. I think this is harsh. I think this is silly, Ash. I think this is harsh. They've got 10 men behind the ball. We're trying, we're moving. We've got some good interchange on the edge of the box. We've had Sar's had a chance. Xavi Simons should have scored the goal. Paulinho's had a chance. I think this is harsh. I think people are now just moaning for moaning's sake. We need goal scorers. We need goal scorers. We are the better team by a country mile. But for me, we need better. We need goal scorers. I don't think this is true at all. I don't think the problem's been the urgency at all. I think we're completely camped in their half. Joe Willock has equalised for Newcastle against PSG. Let me just see if that does anything. Spurs are still 7th. At the moment, Spurs are still 7th as it stands. I think people are being really harsh. We've been the better team by a country mile. We've been quick. We've pressed. We've made them pushed them into mistakes. I just don't know who scores goals. I do worry about some fans' idea of what it looks like. We've been all over them. I thought we should. By the way, it was a perfectly good goal. We have every right to be harsh. Mate, Rick, grow up. We've been good this half. Come on. Right? I don't think it has just been backwards and sideways. They've got 10 men behind the ball. You've got to keep moving the ball to find gaps and spaces. I don't understand. Honestly, I don't understand our fans at all. If anyone can't see, oh, hello, Stanley. You being a noisy little git. Hello. Oh, goodbye then. No, he doesn't want me. Look, I think we've played well. I think we've played well. If we had goal scorers, we are winning this game. If we had goal scorers. I don't know why the goal was disallowed. It was not a blatant foul. That was as soft as you like. Xavi Simons, really good chance. Should have lifted it over the keeper. Paulinho's header saved low down by the keeper. Papa Sarr should have shot. Is shot high over the bar. Wilson Odeberg's hit the post. A disallowed goal. Come on. I think, and this is, but they're parking the bus. They've got nothing to play for. They're parking the bus because they've got nothing to play for, mate. That's the problem, right? They're not bothered. Jordan Coys, very generous as always with a super chat. Thank you so much, mate. Has said, oh, by the way, Benfica are beating Real Madrid 2-1. I don't know if that changes anything for Spurs. No, the goal difference. No, but Benfica are beating Real Madrid Where are we? Tottenham are up to 6th. Tottenham are up to 6th as things stand. A goal from Tottenham and we will go 4th. A goal from Tottenham and we will go 4th. I'm absolutely, and let me just double check. Yeah, Real Madrid, by the way, this will be their 3rd defeat in the Champions League. As it stands, Spurs have the 2nd joint best defence in the Champions League, as it stands. Big up to you, Jordan. Said our recruitment team will look at that first half and decide to sign another centre-back. That's how clueless they are. Burnley last Saturday and tonight show how utterly shite our forwards are. Look, Jordan, I don't make you wrong. The recruitment is horrific. We're getting in all the right positions, but we don't have goal scorers. It is so plain to see. We do not have goal scorers. The problem is, that where are the goals going to come from? Everyone will blame the manager. We've been perfectly fine tonight. We've been perfectly fine tonight, but everyone will want to blame the manager. Now, second half, got to keep that intensity up. We've got it. For me, I would get Solanke on. Big up to you, though. Thank you for the super chat. Big up to the 90 Lizard. Thank you very much. Said, if you can eat an apple in 60 seconds, I'll pay you £50. Listen, the 90 Lizard. I'm not a performing sill. This isn't people sending requests and I do it for money. This isn't OnlyFans, mate. This is YouTube. So thank you, but I'm not going to eat an apple for £50 in 60 seconds. Thank you for the very kind offer, though. Look, when teams put 10 men behind the ball, you've got to get your shots away, right? Papassar, awful shot. Odeberg, good shot, but hit the post. That's what we've got to do. That interchange there by Simmons and Odeberg was lovely, but got to score. Got to find a goal, haven't we? I can only imagine it's huge. Only imagine it's huge. The tactics are baffling. We're all over them. I don't understand. Honestly. There you go. Shantona says, Savvy, you keep shitting Odeberg all you could. I think it's been. I said he's done some really good things here tonight. I think he's done some really, really good things here tonight. So I'm not sure what you're listening to. Maybe you need to get your ears checked. Sorry, dude. Not my fault if you can't hear properly. Listen, we need a goal to go top 4. As it stands, top 4 is there for 1 goal. As it stands, though, we are 45 minutes away from qualifying in the Champions League. As it stands, we are qualifying. However, PSG, Newcastle, Atletico, Atalanta, Inter Milan, Chelsea, Barca, Sporting, Juve, all there or thereabouts. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, Bobby, I thought we played well. I do. When a lot of people ask me, why you're bored of YouTube, there's just so many people to just say just ridiculous things. It's been all Tottenham, right? They had that chance where Christian Romero again switched off. I know some of you lot need to remind Lubo when you next speak to him. Again, Romero switches off, they're through on goal. But again, I don't think it has been horseshoe football. I don't think people understand the game. I don't think people understand the game of football in any way, shape, or form. When teams put 10 men behind the ball, you have to keep the ball and you have to keep it moving. You have to find those gaps. This I agree with. But listen, make yourself a hero. Make yourself a hero. Make yourself a hero. Somebody. Make yourself a hero. I think Spence has done some decent work. Gives the ball away a little bit too easy for me in situations. But look, one goal. One goal could change this season for Tottenham, couldn't it? Absolutely, Jordan. Absolutely, mate. Hang on, just quickly. Have we got any chocolate or we haven't, have we? No chocolate in the house, people. Schoolboy error from Sava. Probably didn't help they ate it all earlier today. Hey, but it is what it is. Look, when teams put 10 behind the ball, you have to try and stretch the pitch. You have to move it from right to left, left to right. Any coach will tell you that. I'm not sure what people, when they say horseshoe football, how would they get around 10 men behind the ball? It's very difficult. Course. This is Tottenham we're talking about. You didn't think we were going to make it easy for ourselves tonight, did you? You really didn't think we were going to make it easy. Listen, someone out there tonight can make themselves, not a hero, but someone out there tonight can really, good pat on the back. But I think we're set up well. We're attacking well. Just got to find the goal. Well, because it's a different way of playing, isn't it? You look tonight. You look at Dortmund. They were wide open the whole game. You look tonight. These guys are just sitting back, giving you the ball. It's really, really different. A cheeky McDonald's. No, I'm not even a cheeky McDonald's, mate. No. I just fancied a little bit of, I don't know, just something. Yeah. The same people that go, what was that sub? You're like, well, what's on the sub bench? I don't know what you're expecting. But listen, it's, look, listen, nothing's changed. Nothing I've seen this season has changed my mind. I don't rate the forwards. Said it all year. We need forwards. And I think if Spurs had anything about them in this window, we would have gone out and bought a couple of really good forward players that would really revolutionize this football team. But we haven't. How many goals between them? I mean, how many games this year have Odegaard or Mawani scored? Can somebody find that out for me? If somebody, I know Mawani has scored in one game this season. Anyone tell me how many games Mawani has scored in this season? Odegaard and Simmons as well. But listen, playing well. Just got to find that goal. We know Spurs fans are going to moan at anything, right? But we just got to find that goal. It's not a cop-out answer at all. I mean, it's completely different. When you play in the Premier League, which team is sticking 10 men behind the ball like that and going, go on, break us down? Come on. Just. I know you like to troll, but just silly. Maybe the players are just not that bad as you make out. Well, none of them can score a goal, mate. Why can none of them score a goal if they're as good as you make out? If the players are not as bad as I make out, why does this exist? If the players are not as good as I make out, right? Why is that our last 3 years in the Premier League? If the players are better than I make out, again, you're trolling without thinking. Really got to think. Really got to think. Mate, it's just silly, isn't it? If Spurs concede, they just turn up. We need goal scorers. Nothing's changed my mind. Anyone who can't see that, I'm sorry, you're just fundamentally wrong. Just fundamentally wrong. But hey, big second half coming up. As it stands, we're through. I don't expect it to stay like that. Don't expect it to stay like that. What am I being sent here? Score and we fall into this. Oh, okay. But there you go. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Look, big game coming up. So it's right. So you get for 3 years solid now, it's nothing to do with the players, it's just the managers. Like, it's ridiculous. For 109 games, these players haven't been able to do anything. That doesn't make sense. You don't coach the team halfway through. That's not how it works. We are stretching them. We are. Look at where the goal came from. Look at the crosses coming in from Odegaard and Spence. We have stretched them. Again, I'm now debating with Lubo like about Odegaard. He's like, Odegaard's the key. I'm like, yeah, but he don't score goals. Well, he's got 4 GA in the last 4 games. Yeah, but he don't score goals. We need goal scorers. We need goal scorers. I'm mind blown by our fan. I'm mind blown. This is so obvious what we need. I didn't. I didn't say he was the problem or the solution. For me, he's okay, but he doesn't score goals. If he doesn't, and the striker doesn't, and the left winger doesn't, we have problems. We have problems. And we're off and underway. We're off and underway. I just, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. No, mate, I don't. I read out loads of comments. I read out loads of comments. I read out loads of comments. Anyway, free kick to Spurs. Look, it was a good first half. Now we need to find a goal. So Spurs with a free kick. The ball is laid to Wilson Odegaard. Down the line, into a Dogie. He's had to come back with Frankfurt with everyone in the box. Great cross. And it's a goal. Spurs have scored this time. We have scored. Oh my God. Is that a Kolo Muani goal? Tottenham Hotspur 1. Great ball by Simmons to the back post. Romero heads it across. And Randall Kolo Muani has scored. I can't believe it. A collector's item. Randall Kolo Muani has scored a goal for Tottenham Hotspur. It was a great ball in by Xavi Simmons. The ball was laid back. A Dogie to Simmons. Romero's onside. And Kolo Muani tucks it away. Tottenham 1-0 up. It wasn't a set piece. By the way, it wasn't a set piece. Wasn't a set piece. Tottenham are 1-0 up. Tottenham are 1-0 up. And we are qualifying as it stands. We are qualifying as it stands. Go on, Spurs. Muani only scores in the Champions League, and boy, did we need him to find a goal tonight. Frankfurt 0, Tottenham 1, and that's nothing that we didn't deserve. Nothing that we didn't deserve. Rick, we've just scored. Rick, we've just scored a goal that at the moment qualifies us for the Champions League knockout phases. And you want to talk about a new manager? Relax. Relax. As it stands, Tottenham Hotspur are 4th out of 36 teams in the Champions League. Tottenham are 4th. Arsenal are top by a mile. Bayern Munich 2nd. Liverpool 3rd. Tottenham Hotspur in 4th. Man City in 5th. Real, as it stands, Spurs are above Man City, Real Madrid, PSG, Newcastle, Atletico, Atalanta, Inter Milan, Chelsea, Barcelona, Juventus, Borussia Dortmund, Napoli. I mean, it's not been a bad Champions League period, has it? Let's be fair. Can Spurs now kick on Here's Frankfurt driving forward through the left-hand channel. Driving forward. Cut out by Jed Spence. Now Archie Gray can clear it. Good play by Archie Gray. Gets the ball down the line to Odeber. Odeber runs into his man and loses the ball, and it's a throw into Frankfurt. He's so dangerous in that box, isn't he? He's so dangerous in that box. As it stands, Spurs will qualify for the next round without having to play any playoff games. Of course, there'll be no praise for it. There'll be no praise for it, but a long way to go. What do Frankfurt do now? Do they come out and play? Do they still sit back? They've got nothing to play for. Who knows? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Pete, if only we could play against his old teams every week. Barcelona 1, Copenhagen 1. Let's see. Does that change anything? That puts Barcelona into 9th. As it stands, Newcastle are in 8th as well. So this is going to be a very interesting 40-odd minutes. Robert Lewandowski with a goal. Who else for Barcelona? Good play by Sarr. Nipped in. Wins the ball. Lays it off. He can't pass. He can't pass. Can he? He had to lay Xavi Simons in. He can't pass a football. So Frankfurt now, that goal has almost sprung them into life. Now, does that leave spaces at the back? Or does that put us under pressure? We're going to find out. Tottenham currently cruising through. Currently. Anyway, Frankfurt, it's kind of sprung them into life. It'll be interesting to see whether or not this will be for the rest of the half or this is just a reaction to the goal. Oh my God, Papa Sarr worries the life out of me. I'm not, honestly, worries the life out of me as a footballer, that lad. So Spurs with everyone tucked in behind the ball now. Frankfurt not going anywhere with it, but they've got a lot of the ball at the moment. They might have to sustain a 5-10 minute period here of pressure. Oh, I tell you what, we switched off there. We really switched off there, and they were in, and they fluffed their lines. Whew. Well, Buta was in, didn't make any connection. Now, can Spurs get a grip back on the game here? Here's Romero with Danso. They've had a couple of minutes of the ball. Let's see. How interested are they in not losing this? There's a ball over the top, headed down. Well done by Archie Gray, who's fouled. The ref's giving us nothing here tonight. And there's a good ball over the top. Danso. And then Romero mops up. Danso and Romero between them did enough, mopped up. Now, it looks like the game's just opening up now, isn't it? But again, we haven't got senior pros to bring on, so I would expect some tired legs will start to appear. They're going to have to dig deep here. Spurs are going to have to dig deep. Well, this is normal. The home team concede a goal. You expect them ride this out. They're not doing anything, by the way. They've got the ball. They're not doing anything. Just make sure there's nothing silly. Close the gaps. It's nothing silly. Again, they're not going anywhere with the ball. Well defended, but Dogie, well defended, then gave it away. God, it's all got a bit scrappy in there. That's all right. That'll do. It's gone out for a Spurs throw. It's all got a bit scrappy. I mean, Frankfurt are having some of the ball the last 5 minutes, but not really going anywhere with it. Really difficult as well. There's not a lot we can do from the bench here. This is a rock and a hard place situation for Spurs. These players kind of know they've got to see this game out without really many subs. You can't bring on 17-year-olds into this scenario. So it's not like you can bring any, like you could bring on Solanke, but it's not really going to change the flow of the game. So you haven't really got anybody you can bring on. Going to be an interesting last half an hour, isn't it? At the moment, no, nothing's really happened in the game. See, again, look, mate, now you're trolling. Mate, now you're trolling. We have a bench full of children. Stop being an idiot, please. Now you're just trolling. We have a bench full of children. Stop. Just stop. God, honestly, I could say it's called Tottenham Hotspur or tell you it's called something else. It's just infuriating, isn't it? Just got to argue about everything for everything's sake. Like right now, if you wanted to take off Sarr, who are you bringing on to replace him? Who could you bring on to replace Papa Sarr? Or great, you can't. You kids. Good defending, Jed Spence. Just seeing the goal again. Lovely cross by Xavi. Great header across goal. And Kolo Muani couldn't miss. And you would think so, wouldn't you? You would think so. How is anyone looking at this bench and thinking that we can make big changes? It's ridiculous. The only change you've really got is Solanke. But Solanke being up top doesn't change the ebb and flow of the game. Good touch, Odegaard. Beat your man. No. He's won it back, but he loses it too easily. And again, awful pass, Odegaard. Come on, man. This wasn't a difficult pass. Because you're not disagreeing, you're trolling, mate. You're trolling. You've turned around and said you disagree. Frank's got options if he wants to change it. Who? Who are you changing it? Come on, it's ridiculous. Nah, mate, I won't miss it at all. I won't miss these idiots at all. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. By the way, Bayern Munich are winning. Right? As you said, Solanke. But Solanke doesn't change the game from a midfield defensive point of view. He doesn't change the pattern or the shape. We said he can't mix it up. He can't put fresh legs on at the back or in midfield. Andy, it's mental. People like Ragnar don't want to be winning. They want us to concede so that they can have a go at Frank. You can see it a mile off, mate. Anyway, 59 minutes gone. Here's Romero. Spurs just need to not do anything silly, right? Don't gift them anything. Nothing silly. Because I don't think they've got many ideas in them. Here's Jed Spence. Paulinho flips. Luckily made up for it. And then Spence gives the ball away. And then Paulinho with a crunching tackle. Here's Jed Spence. Good ball down the line to Odeberg. Go on, keep going. Keep going. Keep running at him. Odeberg beats his man. Cross hits the first man and goes out for a throw-in. Did the hard work, Odeberg. Again, it's the end product. But better, positive play. Much better from Odeberg there. Can see Frankfurt look like they're blowing out their arse as well. And our players look like they're blowing out their arse. So, Danso taking the throw on the right-hand side. Bayern Leverkusen are 3-0 up. Alex Grimaldo with the goal. Here's big Kevin Danso throwing opposite the penalty area on the right-hand side. Long throw into the box. Not a good one. Hits the first man. Back to Danso, though. Get a cross in. He does. Whips it in. It's won by Sarr. Oh, I tell you what. Header not... Was it Sarr? Sorry, Colomawani as the ball came across. The ball came across. So the camera's so far out. And Colomawani with a header wide. Atletico Madrid are losing to Bodo Glimt. That is brilliant news for us. That is brilliant news for us. Benfica 3, Real Madrid 1. That is brilliant news for us as well. Wow. As it stands, Tottenham are in fourth. As it stands, Tottenham are in fourth. And Atletico Madrid, one of the teams that could have taken us over. I think Barcelona might be winning 2-1 now, though, from what I'm seeing. If Barcelona are, then Barcelona, for me, I think will go into 5th or 6th above Real Madrid. Tell you what, Real Madrid having an absolute shocker, aren't they? Barcelona have gone into 5th place behind Tottenham Hotspur in the table. It's all happening. But all that matters is we are through as it stands, even with a draw. As it stands, Lamine Yamal with the goal. What a footballer he is. Barcelona are in 5th. Newcastle drop out of the top 8. Newcastle have dropped into 9th place. Here's Paulinho into Gray. Good feet. Good ball by Gray into Spence. What can Spence do? Lays it back. Mawani dummied it. Simmons lays it off. Odeberg. Sarr. Shoot. Oh, tip round the post by the keeper. Really good move. Really good move from Spurs. Gray started it off. Laid it into Spence. He pulls it back. Xavi Simmons laid it into Odeberg, who sets Sarr up. And the keeper pushes it wide. Oh, nice. And Liverpool are 5-0 up. Chelsea are 2-2 as well. Chelsea are 2-2. Bodo Glimt. Again, all those people going, Frank shit, he couldn't beat Bodo. Look at some of the results Bodo get. But here's Frankfurt. They've got a break on. No, they haven't. They've messed that up. João Pedro with the goal for Chelsea. So as it stands, PSG are scraping in via the top 8. They are 8. A Newcastle goal changes that, though, and takes them out. Athletic Bilbao 2, Sporting 2. The goals are flying in the Champions League. So back here at Spurs. I mean, Benfica 3. Hang on, Spurs. Oh my God, what a counter-attack. Here's a Dogi. They've got 4 back. We've got 4 coming forward. Here's Xavi Simons. Darts through. He's blocked. He wants a free kick. And the ref gives Spurs the free kick. Spurs, to be fair, as it stands, I believe that we would have Inter or Juve, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. It's also, we'll deal with that at the end. A Dogi for me there surely must be fitness, because a Dogi for me there has so much grass to run into. And you're thinking, come on, keep going. And he didn't. But Spurs have got a dangerous free kick. Xavi Simons wants the ball. Or, sorry, I should say get it. Yeah. Absolutely, Finn. Don't let Sarr take it. Yeah. Benfica 3, Real Madrid 2. Kylian Mbappe has scored. Listen, I quite like this format. It's mental. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Right. Here's Xavi Simons. Free kick. It's about 25 yards out. He's laid it off to Romero. Back to Simons, who shoots. Oh, it's deflected and wide. It was a different free kick. Clearly looks like we worked on it. And it just deflected wide. But they were all offside, yeah. But there's more goals in this for Spurs if we want it. It's whether or not... Oh, great play. That's his wonderful feet from Simons. Mawani shoots and over the bar. Lovely footwork by Xavi. Lovely footwork by Xavi Simons. Take a bow, young man. That is the quality in the feet I'm talking about. Just sending the link to Lubo for afterwards. Oh, we've had a couple of chances, haven't we? Could have killed the game off here. At the moment, Arsenal and Bayern are the only two that have 100% qualified, I think. And Liverpool, surely as well, right? They're 5-0 up, yeah. Imagine we had goal scorers. This game, like the Burnley game, would be out of sight. We can't score. Here's Spence. Ball goes across to Christian Romero. 68 minutes gone nearly. Papa Sarr is dreadful, isn't it? I'm sorry. I know people are going to have a go, but Papa Sarr is really poor. Here he is, though, Sarr. This time lays it off easily to Simons. He pops it through to Adogi, and it just didn't quite work, but we've got a corner. Adogi, for me, doesn't look fit. I don't think he looks fit. This to me looks like a lad who doesn't want to stretch himself. I get it. I get it. I completely get it. But I think he looks half fit to me, which is why I don't think he played at the weekend. Which is why when fans go, why wasn't Udogie playing? You can see he's not match fit yet. Nowhere near it. Xavi Simons with the corner. A second surely seals it. Xavi Simons, deep. It's gone over everyone. Mawani, can he keep it in? He hooks it. Oh, my God, that is way high. The keeper's made a meal of it, but it's gone to Odegaard, now to Spence, to Udogie. Spurs can build. Xavi Simons with a great ball whipped in. It's fallen to Gray, who slips while he's shooting, but the shot was blocked. Here's Romero. Good ball into Gray. Get it over. Get it over, Gray. He's laid it back instead. Get it over. Paulinho puts it into Odegaard, to Spence. And again, that 5 minutes that Frankfurt had after the goal has disappeared again. It's all Spurs. Here's Xavi Simons. Paulinho. It's all Spurs right now. Again, another game with a lot of shots. Just can't quite convert them. Xavi Simons, a great ball out to Paulinho. Xavi Simons enjoys the Champions League, doesn't he? Here's Odegaard. Ajax 1, Olympiacos 1. Kasper Dolberg with the penalty for Ajax. Here's Paulinho, and the throw goes to Tottenham. I really want to see this team with 2 or 3 really good forwards. That's all I want to see before the manager's sacked. I just want to see it with some really good forwards that take their chances. Frankfurt are about to make 3 substitutions. Oh, fresh legs for them. Doan, Chaby, and Dahoud are all coming in. Difficult. What can we do? At the moment, it's fine. At the moment, we're on top. Long throw. Flick down. Volley. Header by Romero into the goalkeeper's arms. It will go down as another shot on target, though. And now Udogie, one-on-one. Good play. Well done, Destiny. Take a bow. Really good defending. Now Vicario, nothing silly. Oh, my God, he slipped. He scares the shit out of me. He scares the shit out of me. Here's Jed Spence. Good ball into Odegaard. Odegaard now loses the ball too easily for me there. He does some lovely things, Odegaard, but too many unlovely things, if you will. Got to move that ball quicker. And now I think he's down injured. God, can't get another injury, surely. Dominic Solanke is coming on right now. Dominic Solanke is coming on for Odegaard. So Odegaard is going off. That means what? Mawani to the right, Solanke into the middle. And that's all we've really got. That's all we've really got. As it stands, a draw would still get Tottenham through. Not that we want that, but a draw would get Tottenham through. So here's Frankfurt. Haven't had the ball for ages, Frankfurt. The attendance is exactly 58,000. That's very rare, isn't it? Vicario scares the crap out of me. He scares the crap out of me, honestly. So now people are complaining about that sub. What sub did you want him to make? What sub did people want him to make? I thought Odegaard, I thought he faded second half. I thought he had a good first half. Second half, I thought he started to fade, give the ball away a bit. What sub did people want him to make? Honestly, we're now moaning for the sake of moaning, aren't we? Like, you got one senior player on the bench. Honestly, I just give up. You can't win. Here's Vicario. Flips again, launches it downfield. I genuinely don't think most of our fan base have seen this sub bench. Yes, and we're in it at the moment. We're in it at the moment, Wayne. Wayne, who's your new manager going to be? Wayne Holland, who is your new manager going to be at Leicester City? I think as it stands, I think we're playing either Juve or Atletico Madrid. Let that sink in. Just saying. Good play, Danso Romero between them. Good play, Danso Romero. You know what? Kevin Danso gets no love. I think he's done so well whenever he's played. I think he does such a good job. Such a good job. There's going to be some tired legs going on out there soon. Or if they're not already. I'm hearing it could all be Bruges or Monaco. I mean, listen, once you get into the knockout stages, you don't have easy games, do you? Here's Jed Spence, lovely feet. Oh, has he held on to it too long? No, he's held it up. I think Danso, yeah, does a really good job, Kevin Danso. Doesn't get anywhere near the credit he deserves. Yeah, he's not flashy. Yeah, he's not brilliant on the ball. But as a centre-half, he always covers well, does his job, puts his head on the line. So Spurs now only have kids on the bench. Now, is this a game at 1-0 that you throw any kids into unless you get injuries? I don't think it is at the moment. I don't think it is. We'll see. Dominic Solanke is through. Dominic Solanke is through. Finish it. 2-0. What a good finish. Tottenham are 2-0 up. Frankfurt 0. Tottenham 2. Dominic Solanke steadied himself, rifled it into the bottom corner, and Tottenham are through as it stands into the Champions League knockout phases. And what a good away performance this is. What a good away performance this is. The ball, I think it was a mistake by the defender. Let's have a look at this. The ball was played forward. Yeah. So, hang on. Yeah. Okay. So the ball was played forward. For anyone who's not watching, the ball was dinked forward from our own half by Paulinho. The Hood, I think it is, came back, tried to head it back to his defenders. It went over his defenders into the path of Solanke. Solanke took one touch with his right foot, took a look at the goal, and then didn't look at the goal again, and it buried the ball bottom right. So a bit of good fortune with the header, but a great finish from Dominic Solanke. And Tottenham Hotspur are through. Tottenham are through. It is 2-0. Let me change. Unless Spurs do anything ridiculous, Tottenham Hotspur are through. And we are going to finish this group. I don't think we can finish higher than fourth in this table. PSV have equalised against FC Bayern. It doesn't matter for Bayern Munich. They've already qualified. They are second. No one can catch them. Liverpool have qualified in third. As it stands, Newcastle and Chelsea are in 9th and 10th. So those two are going to have to go into playoff games against Marseille and Bodo Glimt. As it stands, I believe that Bodo will play Chelsea. Everyone should experience a night in Bodo. What a very good performance by Tottenham. A very good performance by Tottenham tonight. Professional. I've not felt under threat at all. I think we have played really well here. We've had a number of chances. And now, 10 minutes, just be sensible. That's all. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Just be sensible. Fuck off, Ash. What you doing? So at the moment, a very good Champions League night for Tottenham. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. Now, don't forget that we won't find out who we play just yet tonight because we're going to have to sit and wait for the European qualifiers, right? We're going to have to wait for the European qualifiers, 2 legs, but that is good for Spurs. It means we don't have to play in the qualifier. As it stands, by the way, even a draw would see us through. A draw would see us through tonight. It is mad. Here's Frankfurt with a low ball across. Romero with the clearance. Williams Barnett is not on the bench. For anyone asking, he is also injured, I believe. Well, Jordan, it was there against Burnley. We just struggled to score goals. Ajax 1, Olympiacos 2, Hesse with the second for Olympiacos. Club Brugge 3, Olympic Marseille 0. Club Brugge do so well, don't they? They really do. Alexander Stankovic with the goal. So Spurs at the moment are straight into the last 16. Sorry, it's not the last 16. Yeah, the last 16. But we won't know who we're going to play yet until all the playoffs have finished. And Vicario dives on the ball. A little bit of calm needed now at the back. So I'm seeing that Inter Milan are 1-0 up. Now, what I think this means, if I'm not wrong, is Inter Milan have taken position number 8. That means that the champions of Europe, PSG, are 9th. As it stands, PSG are 9th and will be playing Bodo Glimt. Someone in the chat can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Perchy, if you're watching, I know you'll tell me. As it stands, I think it's going to be PSG versus Bodo. That means it will be PSV v Newcastle and Chelsea will play Karabag. As it stands. Oh. So 9th plays 24th. 10th plays 23rd. 11th till they meet in the middle. Dane Scarlett. Dane Scarlett. Is that Dane Scarlett we're seeing coming on? Let's have a look. Dane Scarlett will be coming on for Tottenham Hotspur. Mawani is going off. Sorry, I'm being told it will be PSG or Newcastle versus PSV or Bodo. I'm not even going to pretend. I'm not even going to pretend I know. I'll let someone with better knowledge tell me afterwards. Sorry, I'm not even going to pretend. I'm not even going to pretend. Perchie just messaged me saying, Savvy, you're wrong. All right. Spurs have 6 minutes to hold on. Now, I'm hearing that Chelsea have gone 3-2 up. If Chelsea have gone 3-2 up, I think that puts them, if I'm not wrong, above Man City and pushes Inter Milan out. Harry Kane has scored for Bayern Munich as well. Let me just see if I'm correct on this. Oh my gosh. As it stands, Chelsea have gone into 6th, Man City 7th, Real Madrid 8th, and Inter have gone into 9th. Yao Pedro with a brace tonight for Chelsea. It's all happening, isn't it? So as it stands, Real Madrid are in 8th. Inter, PSG, Newcastle, Sporting. It's all happening. It's all happening. Right. Back to this. Oh. Wow. So Inter Milan are 9th in the table. They're 9th. So last season's finalists are currently in 9th and 10th with Inter Milan and Paris Saint-Germain. I'd love a job working for Sky Sports. I'd love a job doing that. Really good performance here today for Spurs. Really good performance. Great ball by Xavi. Into Paulinho. Back to Xavi. He lets it run. And unfortunately, I think it was Dane Scarlett slipped. If Newcastle find a goal, Madrid will drop out of the top 8. So I'm being told. If Newcastle find a goal, Real Madrid will go out of the top 8. And Tottenham are about to bring on Byfield, I think. I can't keep up with this. I need about 15 screens, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus Rashford has scored. Spurs have snuck in and won the ball. Sarr, do the easy pass. Oh my God, he can't pass the ball. Simmons wins it back, and now he can't pass the ball. Papa Sarr cannot pass a football, can he? Unbelievable. We were through there with one ball, and Sarr just can't pass a ball. 80, coming up to the 88th minute. Here's Archie Gray. I think he's had a good game tonight, Archie Gray. Just done what he needed to do tonight. Here's Danso. Spurs are going through at the moment, guys and girls. We are going through. Marcus Rashford confirmed with the 4th goal for Barcelona. Xavi Simmons picks up the ball. He's had a really good game tonight. He would be my man of the match. I think he's been really good tonight, Xavi Simmons. Here he is. Plays in Jed Spence. Jed Spence lays it off, does he? Plays it across goal. And no one was in there. Oh, man. People are messaging me how this... People are messaging me on WhatsApp telling me how it works. And I'm like, I've got the TV, I've got YouTube, I've got YouTube Studio, the comments, WhatsApp. I'm trying to do the scores in the background. It's mad. Young Byfield, who is a big lad, isn't he? Yeah, played well tonight. Played really well tonight. Played really well tonight. It's going to be a throw-in by Danso, launched into the box. Cleared, but only as far as Solanke. He gets it back to Paulinho. Plays the ball down the line to Jed Spence. And the ball goes out for a throw into Tottenham. We're in the 89th minute. We're in the 89th minute, and barring any disasters, Tottenham are through. Destiny Adogi is coming off in the 89th minute. Good shift today, Destiny. And young Byfield's coming on again. Just going to have a look at the league table and see if anyone is going out. I mean, Benfica, as it stands, are out. Napoli are out. Athletic Bilbao are out. PSV, Ajax. Some decent teams going. Gabriel Jesus has just scored for them lot down the road. Long throw. It's gone over everyone. Oh, it literally bounced over everyone. It was too long. I'm hearing that Paphos, the Cypriot club, are 4-1 up. And my roving reporter in the field, i.e. Perchy, is telling me that if Paphos find one more goal, they sneak into 24. To keep an eye on Paphos. Thank you. So many people help me out on nights like this. So young Byfield has gone 3 minutes of injury time. Even Spurs can't mess this up. Can they? Here's Danso. Over to Jed Spence, who's gone to left back now. And Byfield's gone out to the right. Let's hope everyone enjoys this tonight. Because you know what's going to happen. Why can't we do this? Let's just enjoy this tonight, shall we? Dr. Tottenham. He's not in Germany tonight. Bloody good performance tonight. Bloody good performance from Spurs. Not so good there from Dane Scarlett. Too slow on the ball. Frankfurt have nicked it off him and they're going forward. And then there's a foul by Paulinho and it's a free kick. Liverpool are 6-0 up. Federico Chiesa. Really poor that from Dane Scarlett. But Copenhagen have got one back against Barcelona, but it is 4-2. Gabriel Pereira with a goal. Only Spurs. Only Spurs, right? Only Spurs could finish above Real Madrid, PSG, Man City, and Barcelona. And we're talking about relegation. Yeah, Xavi is my man of the match. I think he's been excellent, like he was against Dortmund last week. Tell you what I've noticed here. Dane Scarlett, free kick comes in. Dane Scarlett can't run. Now, I don't know if that's an always thing, but I'm watching him here. Whenever he gets near the ball, he looks like he's in quicksand. Maybe I'm being harsh, but here's Xavi Simons. Lays a great ball off to Spence. Down the left. Spurs don't really need to do anything here. Jed Spence can take this in the corner. Doesn't matter. Wins the throw for Spurs or a free kick. Doesn't matter. I think he's been brilliant tonight, Xavi Simons. Absolutely brilliant tonight. Fair play to the boys. Look, finished top 4 amongst Europe's elite. Really good performance. A dominant performance tonight for me. More possession, 15 shots. Oh, corner came in from Xavi. Referee, just blow the whistle. We don't need the corner. We don't need the corner, ref. Just blow the whistle. We're in the 94th minute. He has blown the whistle. Great win for Tottenham Hotspur. Superb win for Tottenham Hotspur. Superb win. Really good win for Tottenham. Good game. Played some lovely stuff. And let's be fair, if we had goal scorers all over the pitch, that game would have been done and dusted a while ago. What I will do, let me stop the clock. I will, I'll tell you what we'll do. Because there's going to be loads of goals coming in, aren't there? So let's go to the goals show. Let's just quickly come off that. And there is that TNT 1, isn't it? TNT 1. There's just too many games. Too many games. So, yeah, look, I mean, Spurs have done absolutely brilliantly tonight. Let me just sort out the screens. So, bear 1 second. Let's remove that. Let me get back into this mode. I'm just watching. I'm on the goal show here where Benfica are attacking against Real Madrid. Hang on, they're in it. They're in here for a fourth. Shoot! Oh, blocked. Real Madrid are a mess, aren't they, at the moment? Tottenham Hotspur are through to the next phase of the Champions League. And don't we deserve it? At the moment, we're fourth. I don't think anyone can overtake us. I don't think anyone there can overtake us, right? Real Madrid were the only ones, but they're losing. He's Inter Milan through for a second. It's all happening. Inter Milan have gone 2-0 up, I believe. I think Inter Milan have gone 2-0 up at Borussia Dortmund. They have Inter Milan. I don't know if that does anything. What I'm going to do, here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up on screen for everyone so you can see the table live. This is the Champions League table live at the moment. Now, as it stands, Real Madrid are creeping through. Look, there you go. Look, Real Madrid are creeping through. As it stands, Real Madrid are creeping through. Just trying to see if any other scores are going to do anything here to change the way this pans out. Let's have a look. Just to see if this changes the way it pans out in any way, shape, or form. Is that a goal late on for Sporting? So Sporting have nicked a goal at Athletic Bilbao. I think that puts them above Real Madrid. If I'm not wrong, hang on, bear with me, people. If I'm not wrong, Real Madrid are not in the top 8. They're going to have to qualify as it stands. Wow. Real Madrid. So Man City are now 8th. There you go. You can see my screen, right? You can all see my screen. There you go. You can see Sporting have now jumped into 7th. Guys and girls, this is great. I love this. So I'll leave it there for a second. All of the games are kind of running up to the end here. Sporting have crept into 7th on 16 points. Barcelona have just finished. So we know Barcelona are safe. They have qualified as far as I can see. Barcelona have qualified. Pete, it's difficult, it's difficult. But you always know as well, you're going to have less viewers tonight because Spurs won. People like Marios, they don't turn up when you win, do they? They don't turn up. Let's have a look here. I don't know if I think Benfica, let's have a look. Are Benfica through? Benfica need a goal. If I'm not wrong, Benfica, Perchi, tell me, Benfica need a goal against Real Madrid in the last 5 minutes of injury time to get above Marseille on goal difference. They need to take their goal difference to -2 to get into the playoffs. This is good. This is exciting, isn't it? So as it stands, as you can see, Arsenal have won with 24 points. Bayern Munich have qualified on 21 points. Liverpool have qualified on 18 points. Spurs have qualified on 17. I'm not going to guarantee anything below Spurs at the moment. I think Barcelona have, but I'm not going to guarantee it. Sporting Lisbon are in the 7th minute of 5 minutes of injury time. So they are moments away from getting that place unless Real Madrid find an equaliser. That would put Real Madrid back in. Jesus Christ. That would put Real Madrid back in there. The games that are currently going on, Atletico Madrid are losing at home to Bodo. That's a terrible result for Atletico Madrid. Sporting Lisbon have won. Sporting Lisbon have won. Sporting Lisbon have won. So at the moment, they have qualified automatically. Now we're back over at Benfica. Benfica is, of course, Jose's team, right? Benfica is Jose. Jose is masterminding he's a typical Jose-like performance. Right, hang on. Right. Real Madrid. Hang on. Real Madrid have gone down to 10 men, but Real Madrid need a goal to sneak back in to the playoffs. So at the moment, Real Madrid are not qualifying. As it stands, guys and girls, let's just change this. As it stands, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, and PSG, and Juve, and Atletico, none of them are through. They are all going into the playoffs. Now, if Real Madrid get a goal, they go back to 8th, and Man City will drop out. So Man City will drop out if Real Madrid find a goal. But Real Madrid are down to 10 men with 2 minutes of injury time to go. Gosh, I tell you what, I take it back. Jeff Stelling and whatever his name, Simon Thomas, their job is tough. Their job is tough. As it stands. So Asensio with the red card for Real Madrid, by the way. I try my best, my man. I try my best to keep everyone entertained. I try my best. Yeah, mate, listen, as I said, people like Marios, when Thomas Frank gets it bang on and we play well, they are nowhere to be seen. It is so sad. Let's hope tonight everyone can be happy, right? Anyway, Real Madrid here. Real Madrid have got 1 minute and 10 seconds. Stick with me. I think this is the last game to finish, if I'm not wrong. This is the last game of the night to finish. Every other game is full time. I'm watching it live now. The last minute of the game. Real Madrid need a goal, and they know they need a goal. They have 50 seconds. They're down to 10 men. Jose Mourinho is currently pulling off a Jose Mourinho. As it stands, Benfica are not through. Benfica need the goal. Both these two teams need a goal. At the moment, Benfica are not going through. Real Madrid have a free kick with 30 seconds to go. There is literally 15 seconds to go of stoppage time. There might be a bit more. Madrid whip the free kick in, headed away, only as far as I think that's Camavinga. Mbappe with the flick. Here goes, is that Vinicius Jr.? Is it? Or Rodrigo? I can't see, the camera's tiny. Headed away. And at the moment, this result doesn't suit either of these two teams. At the moment, I don't know how much longer the ref is going to play. This is the last Champions League group game. But as it stands as well, it's a good job we won. The draw would not have been enough. The draw would have had us where Inter Milan are. As it stands, 5.5 minutes of injury time gone. The ref has blown the... No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Sorry. No. I'm giving you false information. What a terrible, terrible host I am. As it stands, so Benfica need a goal to stay in the Champions League and go into the playoffs. Real Madrid have had another man sent off. Have Real Madrid had another man sent off? Am I going mad here? I think Rodrigo has been sent off for Real Madrid. Real Madrid, I believe, are down to 9 men. Benfica need a goal. God knows how long there is to go in this game. Real Madrid are crashing and burning. So, Benfica, goal kick, high, down the other end of the pitch. They need to find a goal from somewhere. It's a free kick. Coaches, staff are on the pitch. People are going mad. This is brilliant. What a night of football. We've had, ladies and gents. But Benfica, even with this great win, are out of the tournament. Benfica need to find a goal. It's a free kick. Whipped in by Benfica into the box. They've scored. They've only gone and scored. Benfica have scored. That is brilliant. The goalkeeper has scored a header. The Benfica goalkeeper has scored a header. This is brilliant. What good TV this is. Benfica whipped in across, and the goalkeeper is up from the back and has headed into the back of the net. Benfica 4, Real Madrid 2. That is amazing stuff. How often you see a goalkeeper? That is amazing stuff. I think the ref has blown the whistle. And that means, if I'm not wrong, let's show you all down here. I think, hang on, BBC sometimes take a bit of time. If I'm not wrong, Benfica are going to drop into here. The goalkeeper with a header. Absolutely great stuff. Benfica, yes, there you go. You can see, ladies and gents, there you go. Down in 24th place, the goalie scoring a header has crept Benfica, and Jose's going mad on the touchline. That is brilliant. Marseille, De Zerbi's Marseille are now knocked out of the Champions League. Wow. What a good night of football, people. Scenes in Portugal. The goalkeeper. Oh, wow. What a night of football. Listen, let's put this to the top. This is the final Champions League table. As you can see, the 8 that have qualified. By the way, you guys wouldn't have seen this, but hats off to Perchy, because Perchy has been keeping me going with scores all night, helping me out all night. So thank you very much, Perchy. Really appreciate you, my man. As it stands, Arsenal have won the group in convincing fashion. 24 points, 8 wins from 8 games. Bayern Munich in second. Harry Kane's Bayern Munich in second place. Liverpool in third. Tottenham Hotspur in fourth. What a bloody good Champions League campaign it has been so far. Spurs in fourth. I know Frank will get no credit for this. He will get no credit for this in any way, shape or form. But what a good Champions League run. 5 wins, 2 draws. The only defeat of our Champions League campaign was away at the Champions of Europe. Really well done to Frank, to Tottenham. The boys were absolutely amazing. Tom has said, please give Football Heritage TV to Perchy. If Perchy wants Football Heritage TV, Perchy can have Football Heritage TV. Listen, in 5th place is Barcelona. Barcelona with a 4-2 win tonight, I believe. Chelsea crept in after being 2-1 down to their old manager. 2-1 down they were to Antonio Conte's Napoli. They pulled it back to win 3-2. Chelsea go into the automatic places. Sporting with a late goal in the 93rd or 94th minute got themselves into 7th place. Sporting Lisbon and Man City in to the top 8. Listen, there you go. In the playoffs, you are going to have, listen to some of these names. There's going to be some big names knocked out. Real Madrid, followed by Inter Milan, PSG, Newcastle, Juve, Atletico, Atalanta, Bayer Leverkusen, Borussia Dortmund, Olympiacos, Club Brugge, Galatasaray, Monaco, and then 2 massive well dones to Karabag and Bodo Glimt getting themselves in there. And then Benfica with a 97th minute goalkeeper header to put Benfica into the playoffs. What a night of football. What a night of football. Goals everywhere. I have no idea how many goals there were tonight. But look, like right now, Tottenham Hotspur are through to the Champions League. Everyone keeps telling me trophies are what matters. Thomas Frank, you sacking him while you're through in the Champions League? Not sure you're going to. But I'll tell you what, Ash, for all the people talking about Bodo, how well do Bodo Glimt do? How well do Bodo Glimt do? They get no credit, but how well do they do? Everyone says, oh, it's easy. It's Bodo Glimt. Look at them tonight. They've just beat Atletico Madrid. They just beat Atletico Madrid in Atletico. Look, great win for Tottenham Hotspur. Really, really happy. Let me know in the chat right now. Let me know in the chat how you're feeling. What's your 5 words? How you feeling? Look, you know, we're going to have some tired legs today. We really are. We're going to have some tired legs. But I think we were very, very good tonight. We dug in. Really, really good performance from the team. It was a very good team performance. I thought Paulinho did brilliantly tonight. I thought Romero was very good at the back, apart from his usual one lack of concentration. Danso was excellent. Odegaard did some really good stuff, some frustrating stuff as well. I thought Xavi Simons, though, by far was my player of the match. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Really, really well played tonight from Xavi Simons. I think he was very good. Again, got a bit more space on the ball tonight. Gets his head up, looks for those passes. Could have scored. Would have been the only thing you could have added to the game. But absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Tottenham Hotspur tonight. It's nice, isn't it? Isn't it nice when we can just... Nice. Tottenham Hotspur have beaten Frankfurt away to give themselves an easy passage through. Comfortable night, you would say, in the end. It was a comfortable night in the end, passage through. But listen, really pleased with that tonight. Really pleased. I really do wish we'd just stick our hands in our pockets and really add a couple of really good attacking players to this. I do think we'd be feeling very differently if we had a couple of more attacking players. Let me do some super chats. And thank you. You guys have made this watch along really good tonight. Notice hardly any trolls tonight. Notice hardly any trolls. How sad is it, by the way? Right? How sad is it that they only turn up when we lose? It's really sad. Let me... Yeah, look, again, these players are managing themselves. So Frank didn't put those tactics out there tonight. Come on. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Big up to Daniel. He said at half-time, I believe this was, said they need to be more aggressive, running at the defenders, try and force fouls just outside the box. I think they answered your prayers in that second half. I think that's exactly what Tottenham did, right? I think that's exactly what Tottenham did in the second half. Big up to you, Daniel. Where are you? Oh, God, I wanted to say you're in Singapore. I might have made that up, but Thailand maybe. Big up to you, Daniel. Thank you very much. Mark Taylor with a super sticker. Hats off to you, sir. Very generous. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate you, Mark. Thank you very much for that. Big up to Richest, man. Lovely to meet you. By the way, if you're going to be there Sunday, I'm going to be there, mate. If you're about, I'm always in the number 8 pub beforehand. I'm always in the number 8 pub beforehand for a beer or two. By the way, just finding out that Tottenham will face either one of these 4 teams in the knockout stages. We will face either Club Brugge, Galatasaray, Atletico Madrid, or Juve. So Bruges, Galatasaray, Atletico Madrid, or Juve in the last 16. Big up to you. He said, because Spurs won and qualified means the YouTubers will be low. Oh, the YouTube numbers are always low when we win. Yeah, don't worry about that, mate. To soften the blow, laugh out loud. Thank you very much, Rich. I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate that. Big up to you. Big up to John, Smoky Boy. Said, I'm happy, Sava. Happy to see the new Happy You. Yeah, I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders, knowing that these trolls won't be in my life for too much longer. Big up to you, John. Thanks so much, buddy. Really, really do appreciate you. 2 more super chats to go. Why is my StreamYard thing doing this? There we go. Big up to Andy Lester. So thank you for a great night, Sava. We'll miss you. Thanks, Andy. Really appreciate you, my man. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Big up to Tottenham, Trev. He said, come on, you Spurs. Well played. Up the Lily Whites. Get in, Sava. Bollocks to the trolls. He can. Oh, Trev, big up to you, man. Thank you very much. Look, guys and girls, I've absolutely loved tonight. I'm going to end the note. I'm going to end the night on a high. What I'm going to do is I'll send you all over to Sean, right? Sean is live. I'll send you all over to him. When you get there, just please, you know what to do. Just say Sava Raid or FHTV Raid, just so he knows. Yeah, you could tell I'm absolutely delighted. I am over the moon with that. Great night of football. Spurs were good. Let's end it on a high. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'll be back live about 10:30, 11, something like that. Take care. Much love. Thank you to you all. And as always, come on, you Spurs. Well done, the players. Well done, Thomas Frank. And we're through in the Champions League.